All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So as you saw by the title, we're going to be talking about Mason Greenwood, impressed Griezmann, and also as to what he said cost Atletico Madrid a 2 points on the day. All right, we're gonna dig into that because I've looked at it a little bit different. Yes, and Mason Greenwood linked to several other clubs. All right, so the signs are going up big, and the reason for me keep doing the Mason Greenwood thingy is based on the fact that he could represent Jamaica at 1 point. All right, so that is the sole reason for us to keep on keeping his performances out there. All right, yes, so let me start by giving you guys the rest of the list. Shamar Nicholson scored. We wanted to talk about Shamar Nicholson at Claremont, and then we have Donaldson. Lorne Donaldson gets new job after the Jamaica Reggae Girlz, and then definitely Damian Lowe said a few things that persons wrote down and sent timestamp to me, and I've gone and checked it out. Wanted to talk on that as well. So thanks for being here. If you reached any point of the video and you want to comment on it, let me know in the comment section. I will definitely try and respond to you. All right, yes, so we have a few persons in the chat, so let me just move on to give them some big up. I know a person said they don't like when I big up people inside the chat, but I think it's because I'm doing a Jamaican content, and I do think that people appreciate when we give them a big up once they do take their time out to at least join the videos early. So hope the person that said that they don't like that could understand. All right, yes, so we have Sheridan in the building, Omar Fowling in the building, massive respect, Father Bling, El Cutlass, and Ryan Graham in the building with my brother Tennessee. All right, massive respect. So let me start with the first one. Mason Greenwood, guys. So Mason Greenwood played the other day. We're gonna bring up his stats and stuff. I obviously sometimes if you don't score goals and maybe you missed a big chance, your stats will say certain things, but how impactful you are on the field, as in your movements and how player friendly you are, it's important. So that's why even the other day when we were having a conversation and you guys said, oh, a player has such and such goals, he can play for Manchester City and stuff, and I said no, that's not the metrics that people look at to say that they're going to buy you for their clubs. Is what you can actually do to make a collective team effort, because you can score 5 goals and 10 assists, but yet still you created 50 errors and let your team loses games 50 to 5. You understand me? So those are important things to look at. So I think he was digging towards that side, because on the goals side he was not present, but on the effective side, as in the positions that he took up, and obviously his education of being schooled a certain way actually helped him to make a massive impact on a player like Griezmann, which you know that he is definitely respected worldwide. So let me just go through what he said. Antoine Griezmann claimed Atletico couldn't stop Mason Greenwood during their 3-3 draw with Getafe, as he insists the Man United loanee cost them the game. If you watch the game, let me know your thoughts. Yes, I think it's a more collective effort that cost them the game, and a collective effort because on their side I thought that they couldn't deal with the tactics that was implied at a certain period of the game, hence why they got pegged back. Alright, Mason Greenwood was integral towards that system because obviously he was trained at the highest level and can maybe conduct himself in several other systems, which are impressive. All right, so I think it's a combination of both that actually cost Atletico. All right, Griezmann insisted Atletico Madrid struggled to deal with Mason Greenwood during their 3-3 draw with Getafe. The two teams played out a pulsating La Liga clash at the Metropolitano on Tuesday night, with Getafe scoring 2 late goals to secure a point after they had scored 3-1 down. Griezmann netted twice, equaling Atletico's all-time scoring record. So you know that he's impressive with 173 goals. But it wasn't enough for the 3 points. And the French forward, who's enjoying a stunning campaign with 16 goals in 23 games. Impressive. Pointed to the Man United loanee as the reason why Atletico failed to hold on. Mason Greenwood was really causing us problems in the second half. Griezmann said post-match, "We couldn't stop him and it cost us the game." All right, so I hope people can give him his respect and maybe give me the respect as to how I've evaluated football. I know a lot of you guys might still not, but it shows that maybe I am evaluating it at least to how the rest of the world evaluates it. All right, yes. But anyways, with these performances, he has been linked with Arsenal back in the Premier League, which we think that is going to be tough. At first, but after looking at a lot of things, I am not 100% saying that he can't go back to England, to be honest, because one thing you know about England, they like the hype as well. They will find a way out to cut it out, because remember the problem is, his hype died down. His hype died down at one point, so we never expected him to blow up this big. All right, they never expected him to blow up this big. So you see a case that he goes back to our English Premier League team, because a couple of days ago I thought it was impossible, But when I'm looking at how people welcoming him, and remember, most of these sponsors are the sponsors of Real Madrid and Barcelona as well. All right? So I am not taking off the table to say that he can go back to England. Will it happen? I am not 100% sure. But the way he's rooting up trees, I do believe that it is possible. It is possible based on what I am seeing right here. All right, so we have a few comments. Let me try and get them. Good afternoon, Mr. Kevin Facey. Sherman Scott, how you doing? Toki, how you doing? Fabian Full, massive respect. Ricardo Miller, how are you doing? All right, Lansley in the house. And Patrick Greensword, how you doing, man? Africans, how you doing as well? Tennessee said, I don't see him going back to England right now, though. Yes, it's not... Maybe not now, but I'm saying the way, because that's the thing, Sometimes you can get so popular, people forget what you do. You understand me? People can forget what you did, all right? And to be honest, I don't like to go into the finer details, but he was not charged. Or he was not found guilty then. He was not found guilty. Whether or not how people want to phrase it, he was not found guilty. So with that said, they always can tie something in to get him back there. But based on his performance, if it was one person that they would make an excuse for to take back, I think it would be that person. All right, so guys, smash the like button, share and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on Mason Greenwood. Good performances from Mason Greenwood. Maybe not on the statistic sheet on the day, but definitely the opponent saying that he is the one that terrorized them to cause them so much problems for them to even lose the points. All right, so let me know your thoughts if you have watched the game and what you say about Mason Greenwood. All right, still eligible to play for Jamaica, but with all of these things going in his favor, you think that could be a way of turning his head, or you think that he would be genuinely wanting to play for Jamaica? Because we have to look at everything on several sides. You can't just look at it from one side. You have to look at it from several sides. All right, because a lot of people I heard saying that, okay, maybe it's just because he can't play for England why he would want to come and play for Jamaica. So with everything is looking good for him, and if he can go back into England to play, I think he can make the England team as well. So with that said, would you think that he would, do you think he would have actually chosen Jamaica over England at this point based on how they treated him? Or you think that he would have chose England? Let me know. All right. I watched the game and see it as a combined effort, but Greenwood was giving them trouble every time, with and without the ball. All right, massive respect, congratulations. Yeah, man, we will touch on that right after. We'd like to try segment it, so we want to just go past Greenwood and not just go to Mr. Donaldson. Blessings, Michael Thomas, massive respect. JD, you see Trini Boy sign with MLS club. All right, we will talk on it. We will talk on it. I have a show coming maybe in the new year because I'm going to be a little bit busy and I can't really schedule most of the things. JD, Greenwood's performance was unparalleled. Too many different identities messed up Atletico game plan. All right, all right. Big up El Padrino. How are you doing? If England call up Greenwood, it's just to cap time, so we can't get him. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Just asking. All right, so we have Toffee Rudy in the building. Osh Puppy, how are you doing? Greenwood was acquitted. The charges dropped. Therefore, he's a free man and should not be treated any other way. All right, Mr. Lansley. 1 second, guys. Let me share this content so other people can come, so we can limit the length. Limit the length of the video because a lot of people complain. I don't know how is it possible, but once my videos finishes, everyone finds something to complain about. All right. Don't know, but it's amazing, you know. I should not big up people at the start of the video. The video should not go 3 hours. I don't know. I just don't know. You know. So why am I so Why I am the only person in this space gets limitations? Yeah, I think you guys don't treat me well. You know. Maybe I have different fans. Not maybe. I have different fans as well, but I share similar subscribers as majority of the other people. So why is it people trying to limit me as what I can do? Big up Jeremy Miller. Chevy Pessoa, massive respect. Siobhan Gibbon said, I still feel England will see past Greenwood's case. All right. So that is Mr. Greenwood. Next up, guys, it's Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson. As you know, they said that I hype up Shamar Nicholson a lot, you know, and Shamar is the next case that came up. Showcase that maybe I know what I'm talking about again, you know. Yes, so Shamar Nicholson netted to get us to the Copa America. Yes, and also in the semi-finals of the Nations League. All right. Before that, nobody wanted Shamar in the team, and I talked about what Shamar offered. Mikel Antonio got injured, so it kind of paved the way for him to be the starting man. But at the same time, I still saw what I saw in him, and I think. From he came into Clermont, he brought the same thing to him. You know, maybe they are not good enough to stay in the division. Maybe, you know, maybe. Because I saw that Leon picking up, beating teams up at the top echelon of the league. So with that said, it might be their team is not good enough to come out of the rut. But at the same time, I still think that this guy is surprising a lot. And I think my action statement might just come through. All right, because I think the performances from Mr. Nicholson might just give him a big bonus, guys. A big bonus for Shamar Nicholson. All right, yeah, man. Maybe a big bonus for Shamar Nicholson, and maybe by next year, you guys will see some things for Shamar Nicholson based on his performances and the amount of teams that I do see lack this type of player to unlock quality wing forwards or natural traditional wingers or right and left midfielders or central attacking midfielders. He has some skill sets that we have to give credit, you know, and he's molding himself into a better footballer day by day. So big up to Shamar Nicholson. All right, Mark O, big up yourself, thanks for being here. They have Siobhan Peart, massive respect in the building. Yeah, man. So let we go. We will chop up Boza. So Boza, as you saw, Boza consistently being close to the 7 mark. All right, his overall rating is 7. Yesterday, let me pull it up right here. Yesterday, his last game against Rennes, they pop out of the gate looking fiery, and I'm wondering if they could hold it together. But obviously, if you don't have the best team, it's going to be tough. All right, it's going to be tough for them to actually keep it together. But 84 minutes played for Shamar Nicholson, as you could see, he was all over the place, energetic, all over the place, and impactful, linking up plays. He's definitely improving as a player. So his education side is improving as a player, which I do like. And that's what I want to see from most of Jamaican players going forward, especially the ones them coming from local. I want to can look at them and say, yeah, man, I like the way you read the game and the way you can dictate your team plays. Very rarely I do see a player that was born in Jamaica goes into a team and dictate the play of the team. Very rarely. I can name maybe 4 players that played at a high level that dictate the plays of a team. All right, and Shamar Nicholson, surprisingly, it's a lower tier team, so maybe that's the reason why he could have done so. You know. Maybe it's the reason why he could have done so. If he goes to a bigger team, maybe he can't. But we still have to acknowledge that he still did so. All right, so Shamar Nicholson, I am impressed with him. So let me know your thoughts. What say you with Shamar Nicholson? Is it just because it's a poor team, that's why he got so much advantages in the game? Chris, massive respect, thanks for being here. Tennessee said, yes, JD, I remember people beating you about Bowser, laugh out loud. Look what's going on now. Yeah, man, his farm never dropped. He continued to play and actually being effective without scoring goals or assisting, which is integral towards a team play, you know, so he could stay on the field longer because he serves more purposes on the field. Bestest documentary, bless up yourself, thanks for being here. Documentary, link JD for my number. All right, Professor said, JD, you don't have tell Jamaica fans nothing. Them just eat Bowser. Them just a eater. Bowser is a very good baller and goal scorer. Yeah, man, but I am just identifying some things that people can look out for. You know? Yes. Yeah, so him being one of those players that I saw being effective on and off the ball, I have to say that maybe he's the one that give me the confidence that maybe some players can actually go overseas and grasp the level of the play and be more effective. You know, I am tired of people just using Jamaican players as just a run up and down player. Just run up and down over the wing side and let we make up everything, you know. He is a part of linking the play, dropping deep, building with the play. You know, I want to see that more from the Jamaican players then, because remember, you know, we have to use every angle to get back the players them in Jamaica to help educate some of these players to kind of push the level of the growth faster. So the more they do learn, it's the better, you know. Bowser is rated by the coach and players. Yeah, man, I saw it, man. But remember, I'm watching the game in the Travis, and I am giving my honest review on the player, and the player is definitely doing a good job, you know. Omar Foley said, enough so-called baller go USL and can't dominate. Oh, God. He has improved a lot, yes. I think, and his movements, he has improved because when he was in Russia, I saw them drop him to central forward and he struggled to link the play. When you had, I think it was Zobalev injured at the time and he had to come on because Ignatov and Zobalev with promise had the front line busy. He couldn't get on the pitch, and based off that, he had to just take any position they put him in. So one day, I think it was Zobalev injured, and they brought him in. And he played him as central forward because I think Promise had a knock as well. So they couldn't play him. So they tried to make it as narrow as possible. And he did struggle in that central forward system where he drops deeper. So they could rely on the outlet them as using more wing forwards. Because they thought that he had a link up play. So they want him to link up the plays. But it never worked out on that day. But now I saw him a full year later, and he looks exceptionally better. You know, he looks exceptionally better. So if he gets the same role as a central forward again, and you have two wing forwards in front of him, he could play that role massively, massively better. So that's what I like to see from the Jamaican local born players. Them obviously, the foreign born players, they're in camps from 5 years old, 6 years old. So obviously, it's easier for them to grasp certain things and become professionals. But I think this kid will become one of Jamaica's respected ballers worldwide. Like, he will be one of them that makes people buy more Jamaican born players. I think so. He will be one of those guys. You know? Yes. That's what I do believe. Triple E, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Shavan says, JD, what would you say Sifa's strength are, cause I never really watched his game? Sifa's strength, I think Sifa's he has limited strengths at this point. But the more he stays overseas, it's the better he's going to become, because they're going to use that strength to harness the other lower tier abilities that he has, and try to improve them, so he will become not more of a one-dimensional player, because I think he's still that, but he's learning, and that's the good thing why you get more game time, and that's why game time alone can bring it to that level. So I do see Cephas as more of a pace merchant at this point. Alright, his controlling is not the best, but it's still okay enough to get him past players and create. You know, his range of shooting still need work on it, but obviously with him staying at a high level, that will improve over time. It will improve over time. So check back next year, Cephas will be a complete different player. But the one thing you know, he has one exceptional trait. Just like our Boyz had one exceptional trait, and you have to work on the rest of them. And then when it builds up after a few different clubs or a few different seasons, you can look at him as a very good, solid, all-around player. So I think Cephas will take that same road because he's willing to learn. And I got the same feeling from Boyz as well, that he's willing to learn. When Mikel Antonio came here, he was one of the only ones them saying that the English guys them should come in. Because he said he wants Mikel Antonio to come in because he knows he's better than him. And he wants to learn from him because he has a certain side of his game that he has not strengthened. And when you accept those things, every Jamaican that accepts that they are not good enough, and not the overhyped delusional mentality of me, I'm the greatest, they tend to reach further in life a million times, because Jamaicans genuinely have a extra drive, high self-confidence. But you can have high self-confidence but still not being delusional. You know, you can have high self-confidence, you know, but not saying you're still aware of what the actual thing is. So you can say, all right, then I am not good at hold up. So Mikel Antonio comes in. I know he's better than me at that position. In that department, I am going to work off him, learn some things from him. And once Shamar Nicholson said that, it made me look at him as a different human being. And I'm saying, more of these players I want in the team. Because at one point, guys, the reggae boys were worse than the reggae girls. I am not asking you. And I love the fact that Damion Lowe said it out of his own mouth, because I watched an interview with him, or at least clippings. But I got the full context of what he stated. And I will touch on that as soon as well when I'm done with the players and also the top information. But I'm just trying to show you, you know. Boza is below average striker in the French league. But the highest level of strikers in the French league, Mbappe, wing forward kind of. All right. Majority of the strikers them are wing forwards, you know. You know, so you have to group wing forwards with strikers. So the highest level of strikers in the French league are some of the highest strikers in the world, because Mbappe is the highest level striker in the world. You know, so if you're going to group it like that, so if he's going to be below average for Mbappe, he's going to be over the average for CONCACAF region. You know, and if he continues to learn, he's going to become better. You know, that's coming from Omzo. Yes, Belgium helped him big time. Belgium is one of the schools of football. So Belgium and Netherlands, two of the schools of football. I'm not using Mbappe as an example. Okay. Honestly, feel Boza trying his best to keep his team out of relegation, to get a big move, and it wouldn't surprise me if he gets a transfer next year. I think he's gonna get a transfer next year. You can book it. I think he's going to get a transfer next year. All right. But he needs to find a way to score without depending on service. His services every time. But if a man link the play from below and then finish it at the end, that is the perfection, you know, of football, you know. So I think you're being a little bit too harsh on him. I can't believe I'm saying that. And then Wells says, big up the Matrix done, JD. Where you get that from? And explain yourself on that, because you're a weird one, you know. Let me know. What say you now? Why would you say something like that, Mr. Wales? Let me know. All right? Let me know. What say you? All right? So Shamar Nicholson, guys, after the video finishes, let me know your thoughts on Shamar Nicholson. I do rate him highly as a Jamaican born player. I think, and I've always rated him highly based on certain skill set that he had to put himself in good positions. That's what I always liked about Shamar. And I knew that you could have built on that from Shamar. And he keeps on proving me right. All right? All right. JD, Trinidad player signed to Toronto FC. Prince Hood, I've gotten it at the top of the video. I was next year, which is not far. When I'm back from England, I will organize something where me and Africans come together and build a program on a weekly show on the Imaxit. And Africans has to turn up, all right? Or maybe I will just get a guest every single week and we chop it up. So Prince Hood, if you're from Trinidad and you want to come in, you can come in. Sean is from Suriname. He could come in, and maybe I could do it like that, because sometimes maybe Africans is busy. I maybe have to use guesses. All right, so I'm going to start that show next year, which is a couple weeks from now. All right, so look out for that, Prince Hood. So don't worry yourself, you're gonna get all your contents. 80 Suriname, everyone will get it. All right, yes. So Prince Hood, make sure you get yourself together, contact me on the Instagram, and then we can work on things going forward. All right, yes, because I definitely want to talk more CONCACAF football and go back into my Africans football and stuff. So a lot of things I'm working on. So just give me a little time for me to go to England and return back, eat a lot of food, you know, return back, you know. Maybe I don't return. Maybe I will get caught in one of those shops, you know, one of those rice and peas shops. But but once I do return from the rice and peas shop, then I will have better insights as to what I want to actually do. All right. Yes. Yes, but definitely England have a lot of good rice and pea shop, you know. Yes. Yes, I can't. Yeah. Big up yourself, Sean Base, and Unseen Sports TV in the building. Massive respect. Yes, so that is Shamar Nicholson. Yes, Wells have not told me what I am matrix at, you know. Good day to TEDx. How are you doing? Massive respect. All right. Yesterday he scored a goal on 3 shots. Nice, nice, massive respect. All right, yeah, man. So let me move on to Mr. Donaldson. So Mr. Donaldson, guys, we had gotten a report that Chicago Red Stars appointed Lorne Donaldson head coach. Former Jamaica boss get first NWSL sideline job. What say you guys? What type of level team that you have done research on it? The team is. Let me know. What level team you think it is? Let me know. Because I think it's a good and a big job for him. And I think it shows the level of respect that he commands worldwide. And I have like 3 pages of documentations on him. And it tells me that he's a well-respected individual worldwide. And one thing again, I know you're going to hear me repeat myself a lot on this topic. He was one of those guys that know their limitation, not the delusional mindset. He knows. And he brought a Jamaica team to the highest level, knowing what they can't and can do. And did it in a specific way that they were victorious in the World Cup, going to the round of 16. So I'm definitely impressed with Mr. Donaldson. All right. So Donaldson joins the Red Stars after a historic run with the Reggae Girlz during 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. All right. And before I do get into it, I could say that definitely this job that he got was bolstered by him doing that with Jamaica. So at the same time, it's still based off his overall resume, but trumped by the Jamaican performance to get him the actual job. Yes, Umzo. I just said the same thing what you're writing right now. So I'm not going to act like Jamaica never did anything for him. But really and truly, it was him did something for Jamaica, because I honestly believe that Jamaica wouldn't have qualified without him, because the girls, 2 things: the girls have never feel the next coach, and also the next coach was borderline delusional. You know, the way he was trying to play, I don't think he would have reached anywhere. As what I've said, I saw Damre pass football around Jamaica, as if like Jamaica is an average team. You understand me? Inside Jamaica as well. Yes, Cranky. I said it again. 3 times. He never qualified nothing. Cranky. I said 3 times. I can say it 4 more times. Vin Blaine never qualified nothing. Vin Blaine make Jamaica playing average. Or maybe people can say it's the players them down tool. But those games were average games. And include the girls them said it as well. People that watch the games said it as well. And the games are on CONCACAF. Go and watch it. Look at the difference in the structure of the team when you had Donaldson and you had Vin Blaine. One believed that one used the mantra of saying that we are the greatest thing and we can dominate everybody because big, fast and strong. And we won the games them, but we're not convincing winning no game. All right, we were not convincing winning no game. When Donaldson came by, as bad as always said he's defensive, you could still see what they're trying to do. Not all over the place. They are still trying to be in a low block and then try to counter attack from the low block. So we have to still give a man credit. At least, you know what I've stuck on? At least he knew the limitations of the actual team. Because I know the limitations of the actual team. And that's what gave them the results. And obviously, against 80 and those teams, he showcased that if he can go forward, he will go forward. Like when he thinks he can match up with the team, he goes forward, and he got the results just the same. Obviously, I have to keep the same stance that the 80 game could have been 4-4 or we lose it 5-4, but he took that gamble and it paid off. You know, obviously, look up what a big part of it for not conceding certain goals. That is definitely true. You know, but at the same time, showcase that he can play. And getting jobs like this, Cranky, I still have to say That shows you that not just me respect him and believe in what I'm saying. The world believes in what he's doing over the next coach. And I think that it's levels above the two coaches them cranky. It doesn't matter what you're going to tell me. You cannot come with any metrics and tell me that the next coach is a better coach than him. Not one, cranky. So what say you guys? You agree with me or you disagree with me? Because definitely Cranky will be disagreeing with me, Yes, because this is a running war for more than 2 years. Or maybe a year and a half. Alright, yes. But I can categorically state that this guy is a better coach than the next coach, Vin Blaine. By a billion miles as well. A billion. And he was the one that took them to the World Cup because they never had no business going to no World Cup in the group of death. No business at all. Alright? They spoiled the party for Mexico. They spoiled the party for Mexico flat out. They had no business going there, and the quality of the coach sent them there. And why I said quality of the coach, look at this. He got into their heads, let them know you respect the opponents. This is what we want from you. And that was what took them over the line. When the next coach was actually telling them that they are big, fast, and stronger than everybody. So that means you are going to play to your system, not to nullify a next one. You get me? Yes. So, yeah, man. And yes, he was born here, but he left for a while now and go over there and improved himself. So definitely respect him. I agree with you, bro. It shows that Donaldson is a better coach. I would compare Canada and France versus Jamaica. Does it make a difference where he was born? I know where he's coming from. I know where he's coming from. Morning, 777. Oh, you do, man. Morning, JD. To all the girls were vindicated, dismissing Vin Blaine, a combative and controversial coach. JD, Donaldson is a very good coach, but you do not have to knock Vin Blaine to praise Donaldson. There's no evidence to say we would not have made it. So, there's no evidence, Cranky. I'm going to smoke Cranky one day, with football facts, You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring a separate video one day where I'm going to break down the games that they have played. With the timing, stats and everything, and give it to you how different they were playing under under Mr. Donaldson. And then I'm gonna leave Cranky with it. I'm gonna give him a different time to respond to it, and hear what he has to say. Alright? That's all we're gonna do to Mr. Cranky. We don't have to fight with him. Alright, so Mr. Donaldson, congratulations. And the Reggae Girls are still in limbo. And it might just take upwards of a next year before we get everything finalized. I think it's going to take upwards of a next year before we get everything finalized and fully deserve to go somewhere where you're wanted, and maybe at the same time you respect them, because people said that you're disrespectful. You Cranky need to have a debate. He is currently 2-0. No. Cranky have no chance. No chance at all. Cranky can con the public in speaking. But I will smoke Cranky when you come on to football. It's not even a question. Yes. JD, let's debate whenever you are available. No, we are going to put it together. And then we are going to fight this topic, because it's 2 years we have been fighting over this one. Smoking bad for your lungs, JD. Oh my God. You know what, Cranky? Alright, your fans them, hype you up. Alright, you just signed something, Cranky. Alright. Alright. So that was the great Vin Blaine. He beat your twin yesterday, JD. T-Gat. Oh my God. What? He beats T-Gat? Jesus Christ. Boy, T-Gat. Embarrassing. Oh my God, T-Gat. Oh Lord. All right, you know, so let me stick on the topic. I'm going to set up that for Cranky because Cranky walk around with his chest held so high, thinking that he's going to smoke everybody. Well, we're going to talk football terms, and I'm telling you, I am going to smoke Cranky. All right. Cranky debate 2 minors and now want to style everyone. Oh my God! It looks like the man that loves the most war in the space wants to take on Cranky as well. So Cranky, be very careful because when you do these things, you open up yourself for a lot of beatings. All right? All right, Mr. Cranky. JD, I don't believe Vin is good. He's good coach, but I don't think Mexico are our AD is better than Jamaica at the senior level. I think Mexico is better than Jamaica. And Mexico would have beaten Jamaica without the tactics of actual that coach. And that's why I want let me keep my ammunition at Tennessee. Because I'm going to... Mexico would have beaten Vin Blaine. Mexico would have destroyed Jamaica Reggae Girlz if it was Vin Blaine. I am not asking you. Because that madness that I saw against Damrep will get destroyed by a tiki-taka and a pressing system. Destroyed because we were losing the balls them just the same. But because we were in a low block, it aided us. Tennessee, they would have destroyed us. Alright? Because we wouldn't have nothing at the back. Remember, say, them man, they never even want to use players at the back. Tennessee. Oh, JD, I strongly disagree with that. Alright, Tennessee. Well, no worries. When I bring the facts, we'll fight it out. Alright, yes. Alright. So, guys, that is Lorne Donaldson, Shamar Nicholson, and also Mr. Mason Greenwood. So they have all gotten some good stories coming out. So this is a very good video. 40 minutes of pure positivity and actual a little war, you know. Yes, here and there. So what you can do for me, guys, 178 in the chat. Please get me to 200 if you can. Share and subscribe. I don't see Parish Council where he is. All right. Yes. So what I'm going to do, I will open the discard so maybe Cranky and others can have their say on whatever I've talked on, you know, but maybe this will not be the debate today. No, it's okay, Tennessee. I will actually show you the metrics, you know, and then maybe, because I know if you see something and it's true, you have the balls to say, yeah, man, I see where you're coming from. But the all on Tennessee, we have the facts, you know, and I can call you, set up all of the technology and show you what's going on. You know? Yeah, man. But, yeah. Tennessee. Just hold on to Tennessee, man. Just hold on. Let me open this discard. Alright? So we can take the calls then from the other individuals. And 2 hours is the max. Mr. Cranky, I'm going to open the discard because I don't have the phone card. So that's why, and I don't have the next one. So I'm just gonna open the discard. So you can just join the link, yeah? Yeah. Alright, so Cranky steaming. Parish Council is not being here is always a good thing. Oh my God. Jackie Love, entertaining stream, you know, very, very positive. You know, we talk about Mason Greenwood getting high praise from Griezmann and Atletico. We talk about Shamar Nicholson dragging his team. And then we talk about Lorne Donaldson gets a job after the Reggae Girlz. And then obviously the fight started, you know, because I had said something, you know, and maybe they perceived it as me putting down Mr. Blaine. But I think Mr. Blaine in his conversations put himself down, you know. Yes. All right. So let me get the link for the stream so we can put it right here. Dragging his team. Oh my God. Oh Lord. You know what? All right. They said I should. Okay. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to pin this. Comment. I don't know what happened here. So why it's not pinning today? All right. One second, guys. Let me pin it. All right. So they said me saying that he's dragging his team is over the top. So we have Mr. Cranky here and also Chevan. Good day, Mr. Cranky and also Chevan. How are you guys doing?
Doing well. I'm not gonna stay along with you, JD. I just have a couple points to make.
All right.
Because I gotta set the record straight. By the way, Jason Gooner, name the time, the place when you want to have this debate, and pick the subject, any subject. So you have that latitude, Jason. So anything you're expert in, pick the subject and let's debate. It don't have to be football. So I'm making it wide open. If you say I pick my opponent and I pick my subject, I'm giving you latitude to pick the subject. So pick something you're expert in and we can debate it.
Oh,
I'll do my research.
Oh, Lord.
So Jason, you have no excuse now because you run your mouth in the chat. Put up or shut up. So, JD.
Yes, sir.
Here's the thing, JD, people are missing when I do these things. I'm not picking sides on JD. I don't pick sides with the girls. I don't pick sides with the JFF. I don't pick sides with Vin Blake. I don't pick sides with Donaldson. Here's my point. People can critique Vin Blaine's coaching ability and coaching record. The point I'm trying to make is this. We have no evidence to substantiate that Vin Blake wouldn't have gotten to the World Cup with the team and did as well as Donaldson. We don't have the evidence. We can speculate. We can say based on what he did in the past, he wouldn't have done so. But we don't have any evidence to say that. That's the first thing. Second,
before
Vin Blake said something the other.
Because I wanted to attack that. Now I wanted to attack that what you just said because you said if we don't have any evidence, but if we have 4 or 5 matches and we can match what they were doing. Even though we had different players included in the actual second round from the first round, so maybe that's where you got some lean from. But based on the players, them what they were doing and the system, we can use that to match up Cranky. Because remember when 2 coaches take over the same team and they play different, you can't. What you're gonna say? Me never know if I'm not sure if the guy had 3 more games, he would have done better. No, them system can't do better. That's why they fire him.
How many games did Vin Blake lose?
None. He never lost none.
Defense rests on that. So that's
no. You know what? Let me make it talk
JD,
because the debate can work.
JD, in the history of football, name me one coach who has won all his games and got fired. In the history of football.
I could have
name me one.
No, I only can tell you. No, I can tell you one that lost only 1 game and got fired because he was not
all his game.
Only one I can name it that lost only one game.
Which
and it was the Mexican. It was the Mexican coach that lost only 1 game, but because he was never playing in the style that they wanted, they fired him.
Right.
Yes.
But this was not JD. This was not style issue. The JFF didn't fire Vin Blaine. The players fired Vin Blaine, right? I'm not disputing whether Vin Blaine should be fired or JD. That's not the point. The point I'm making is that we can't beat Vin Blaine and say he would have done something. We didn't get the chance to do it. Vin Blaine something which I find interesting that he said. He said at the World Cup, he would not have played Buddy Shaw centre forward. Would you agree with Vin Blaine on that?
No, I wouldn't agree with him, no.
Why?
Because Bunny Shaw, we have to be honest to ourselves. I get the chance to see Bunny Shaw playing at several different competitions at the highest level, and maybe you could. And remember, at the same time, you're playing in the World Cup, which is equally the highest level, and the limitations of Bunny Shaw showed up when she's actually outside the box, not dropping deeper. She could do it against a weaker opponent in CONCACAF, but the higher level she can't do it. She have to be in the box or in around the box so people could service her. So I disagree with him right here.
Here's my question to you. Because you're conflating 2 things. You're confusing when she plays with better players, because in Jamaica we did nothing offensively in the World Cup. That's not disputable. We scored 1 goal based on a set piece and a header. And Bunny Shaw has not scored in 2 successive World Cups. Bunny Shaw really touched the ball in those games.
Yes.
So why would you get her on the ball, regardless of how her ability is outside the box? None of the other players, probably apart from Spence, is good with the ball at their feet like she is. So why would you play her center forward when she don't get to touch the ball and influence the game versus playing her when she gets to touch the ball as much as possible? Right? So I looked at that from Vin Blaine and said, you know what? That's inventive of the coach. And that's a thought. I thought, right, first I was saying that JD before he even said it. I said it to people before he said it. Say, you know what? Bunny Shaw is ineffective center forward because we can't get her the ball. We're in a tough zone with the Brazils of the world and the France. It's hard to get her the ball. Let her influence the game. Play at a cam or play deeper beside Spence because she's out of the game. And for Donaldson not to make that change to me was a big miss. Now, I'm not critiquing Donaldson's resume and his ability because you hear the US players who play up front saying how much he influenced their game, which give you a view that even outside Jamaica, with kids who he developed, they respect him as a coach. And he was doing the Colorado way when he had people like Boyd, and he had a kid that used to play for us, Dingy, McCreet, who played for him, and we see what Donaldson can do. We know Donaldson's history, right? He went to my alma mater. We know his history. We know his ability. But to me, that was a miss in the World Cup. But that's not my point. My point is we are bashing Vin Blaine when he didn't lose a game and he got fired. Now, maybe administratively and otherwise, he was not the level he needed to be. Maybe the professionalism wasn't there. But we have to be cautious when we're bashing someone and their record indicate otherwise. That's all the point I'm making. I'm not defending Vin Blaine. That's not my point. I want people to think about this.
I got to your point. No, I got the point, but I still could have contested that point, but I'm leaving it for the showdown, because I will bring the stats to back what I'm trying to say, and then maybe can clear it up a little bit more.
But JD, here's the point, JD. Sometimes stats are not the indicative of success because the fact of the matter is coaches have different philosophies, style, and way of playing. They have some coaches focus on winning. They don't, like Marino. They don't care about anything else.
Yes.
What do I need to do to win? That's it. So they may not have possession of the ball. They may not dominate. They may not create big chances. Their view is, I stop you from scoring. You can't score, and I nick a goal, and I'm shutting shot. Right?
Yes.
That's Sam Allardyce. That's Marino in some respects. So the point I'm trying to make is, let's praise Donaldson without bashing Vin Blaine. That's the point.
Okay, and I get it, but I'm not going to come off it, But I will save it for next day when the war trigger, when I have all my data right here, and because
Pagan, by the way, Pagan, people know this, right? I don't support xenophobia. I don't support people who don't want other people outside of Jamaica the box to be part of the team. People here know my history about this.
Yes, but you have to still tell the truth when they see something.
Huh? Go ahead.
No, I said, but you have to still stay objective just the same. So what you're saying don't apply to him being xenophobic. So I respect that from you.
Exactly.
I respect that from you. I respect that from you. Yeah, 100%.
All right, JD.
Yeah.
But I don't want to call in to defend my point because people want to beat me. I said, boy, excess. And JD, I wouldn't suggest you debate me. I don't want you to lose on your own program, so don't debate me.
No,
people like Jason Booner,
the
who like to run about the background debate me, okay?
The ego,
don't debate me, JD.
The ego. Oh my God! No, you're trying to tell me, say, me need to. All right, Sir Cranky, take your time. Oh my God!
Hold on, Cranky. Hold on, JD.
JD, and Chevron, once again, Chevron, you're gonna have the floor, Chevron. I'm gonna leave now, but JD. I'm agnostic about these things in a JD. I don't go into these things with preferences, I go in with doing my research and try to come with a viewpoint that can convince the argument that my point is better than my opponent.
Okay,
so some people are parochial, their view, which say, you know what? I support the girls, or I support the boys, or I support Vin Blaine, I support Donaldson. I look at the facts and say, you know what? Can my argument substantiate that, say, Donaldson is better than Blaine, or vice versa? If you can't, I'm not going to debate. Because I'm wasting my time. I will not be able to win if my opponent is good enough to realize that the facts don't match my argument.
Okay, Sir Cranky, no worries yourself. Because the good thing is we can take time to prepare. So and we have evidence of you debating, so we will know your debating strategy. So you have to improve on it because somebody on this channel will smoke Cranky and take away his title. All right, so go ahead, Mister. Thanks, Cranky, for coming in. Thanks.
Shaman.
Cranky, before you leave, you see, you have fans. You already have persons in the chat that say you run from JD. So you see, because you're already 2-0. You can't make the body trick your status right now. So you have to JD. If you want...
No. Siobhan. Don't you watch heavyweight boxing, Siobhan? Some fighters pick their opponents. They pick their opponents, Siobhan. But you see, Joshua did it for a while until he ran into Ruiz by mistake because the opponent he picked didn't take the fight. And he ran to Ruiz and ran to somebody who could fight, even though they didn't look like they were a fighter, but they could fight. So I got to pick my opponents. I'm going to start picking my opponents. So my next opponent, I don't mind if it's JD or not. I can pick JD. Yeah, JD's good at what he does, but yeah, JD, it wouldn't be that difficult.
Okay, it wouldn't be that difficult. That is very good because he said the first thing we are biased and we have tunnel vision, so he can use that to smoke us easy.
I'm not. No, I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth.
No. That's exactly what you said, Cranky. Yeah, no, you said that's exactly because obviously our standpoint is always coming from what we support. So don't worry yourself. We have time to study. No problem,
but
Sir Cranky.
JD, I said that's how I am. I didn't say that's how you are.
No. You always a beat. You don't say today, but you say I'm beat pasta and all of them and always. So don't worry yourself. We have enough debaters here for Cranky. So Cranky have 3 matches. 3 round Cranky have to go. And so he's gonna be 5-0 or he's gonna be 2-3. And I think he's gonna be 2-3. You know?
Alright, JD.
Alright, yeah, man, take care, bossy. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Siobhan. Go ahead. Thanks for being here, sir. Siobhan, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good in the JD. It's been a while since me kind of reason. Just been going through lately. Work kind of have me away, as well as my illness. It kind of restrict me. Yeah, kind of restrict me, but I'm kind of better now still. But there's a year around the space. There's something that I wanted to touch on, but I don't know if the right. But I have to link you on one away.
Okay, no problem.
Someone kind of peeved me from the other day.
Yeah, man, link me off the year with that.
Yeah, man. But personally, so far, this whole situation with Shamar, he has been doing extremely well. I kind of still not understand how you have some fans who are kind of iffy about Shamar being selected. I think that would be unquestionable right now. He has proved that he deserves to be in the team. So, your viewpoint, I agree with it fully. He's a worker. He does fight for his place. So he does deserve the credit, and I think a lot of persons, because he's from Jamaica and we may have other players outside, I think a lot of persons are trying to discredit him, but I think he has.
Yeah, but Siobhan, Liam Bielema come from Jamaica, Siobhan?
Yeah, that's true.
So as something, why them always a ape on the guy, you know?
Yeah, but still, like, I try to put my finger up on it to find out what is the actual reason with Shamar, because he's a guy who fights. Like, literally, you see how he play, you see him put him out on him, see when him play, he doesn't hold back. So, and regardless, I don't know.
So, Siobhan, you think it's the way how he plays football that Jamaica can't resonate to? Because remember, how he's playing football is to be more effective on an analytical basis, something that coaches worldwide want, rather than the shifting up and the run up and down, the things that were ooze more excitement juice. Because that's what I see when they're talking about these other players. The excitement juice, when they're not really pretty much doing much what coaches want, you know? And he's more effective, but they're not looking at that way. So is it that it's just what Jamaica likes? Why they can resonate to them excitement juice players, yeah?
Yeah, it could go. Yeah, I think that is one of the main reasons why. Because I remember in particular the first Gold Cup match, the US game. I think most persons would say that Leon may not have had a great game that particular match. It wasn't the best. But there was a moment in the game where I think he salad 2 persons around the
yes. Yeah, man. And him himself posted it on his page.
Yeah, and everybody was. Yeah, him salad 2 persons, but what happened? He didn't really do anything with it. So it just goes back to the footballing knowledge, because you can plot over the ball a zillion times, but if you don't do nothing with it, then it don't make no sense. Whereas Shamar he's playing his role for his club. He's being the front man. When he comes to Jamaica, he's being that strong presence up front. The same thing that Mikel Antonio would bring, Shamar would bring as well. So people criticizing Shamar. I mean, the only person in Jamaica team who I believe, only attacker in Jamaica team who I believe has produced almost every game is Damari Gray. Everybody else is hot and cold. But the only persons are really cursing are Leon and Shamar. And the one for Shamar I don't understand, honestly, because he fights every game. When you see him on the field,
Shavan and Shamar is one of our leading goal scorer, you know. Yeah, we have to remember that as well,
exactly.
you know. Yeah, but maybe I agree. I agree. I think it's because of the excitement juice, you know. Yes. Yeah, I don't the adrenaline rush that certain things give you. We tend to choose that over what obviously we don't have then what we look for in a football that is not what football is worldwide, and it is
Exactly,
shocking, you know. It
exactly.
is shocking, but
Yeah, but
keep fighting, Shamar.
yeah, Shamar. I mean, I'm not sure if he's listening or not, but Shamar, you are doing an amazing job, especially in France. Because honestly, I don't think the club is going to want to go back to Russia. When I think I think the club are going to do what they have to do to try to keep you in France. So once you continue and know that the opportunity will arise for you to stay there, or probably even get a better transfer. So just keep doing what you're doing. You did the nation proud last month. The 3 goals. A lot of persons not giving him credit for that in a JD, to be honest. You know. The three
Yeah.
goals that he scored in the 2 games against Canada, it's massive.
Them I remember. I don't even think I remember them score one goal. You don't realize. I know them don't remember. He scored last night. You don't see nobody talk about him. You know.
Exactly. So it just, but if I did somebody else score, then if
My
somebody
goodness.
else have an assist, if
He's an
somebody else who
assist
have
and
an
next man
assist have
off.
an assist, JD, if somebody
Yes,
else
that's
have
true.
an
That's true. That's
assist
true.
have an
That's true,
assist,
man.
somebody them are get praise. But Shamar score and nobody not talk about it. So I just want people to really give the youth him praise because he is improving his game as well.
Yeah, man, agreed. Agreed 100%. And that's how we just try to keep it as to football so we can give everybody their credit, to be honest. So that's a good thing, you know? Yes. So guys, if you just come in, 200 people in the house, massive respect for you guys turning up. Please do hit the like button. If all of you guys hit the like button instant, we don't have to ask again. It goes to 200. The fact we're here for 1 hour and we haven't hit 200, it is almost shocking still, you know? But we will keep on building up the core to get to that, you know? Yes. People said Shamar is a workhorse, gives 100% on the field. Totally agree. With all these incoming players, who really going to start now? We don't know, John, and that is the reason why you don't want the problem. You know what I think. I will give next guys their chance. Sorry about that. But what I think held back Jamaica for a long time. You have heard me say it 3 times in the same video, is the delusional mentality to think that you are just superior than everybody, and once you do what you do, nobody else can do anything. And sometimes you have to know that the opponent is just better than you because they have been in this thing longer than you and stuff. But now Jamaica have changed the way they do think. They are dealing with it with an analytical basis, and they know what people can do, so it works better, and hence why the Reggae Girlz worked. That's what I believe, and I think that's why the Reggae Boys they are working to some extent. So if the better player comes in, the better player plays, and not necessarily because you're born in Jamaica, you're going to play over the next man. If you're better, you come from Jamaica, you're going to be picked. But if you're better, you come from foreign, you're gonna be picked. And I know it's not fully over in the Reggae Boys team, but I think it's in a better place now, where if a man comes in, because I heard from people inside the Reggae Boys, and people pretty much saying that Damari Gray is definitely one of the best players I ever played for Jamaica. And the fact that comes from out of a Jamaican barn mouth, I felt good hearing that, you know? Because that means we are giving up of this mentality that we want 24 man from Jamaica in the team and not necessarily the best players them that can play for Jamaica. So that's what I love with the level that we are at now. And I think that's why more success coming. It's not cleared, you know. It's not cleared, but at least we are in a place that it can either go backward or go forward. All right. Massive respect. Mr. United said, "Good morning, Mr. Cranky. If Jason Guna want the debate topics to be okay. So you're gonna change it overall. Okay, fair enough. JD, if Shamar was in EPL, he would have been more highlighted. Most of us don't watch French league. That's what Michelle Revolution says. And Pagan says facts. Big up yourself. All right. So let me bring in the rest of the guys. Them we have Jason Guna, Pastor, but we know Tennessee a pass through, so we're gonna just make Tennessee go before Jason and Pastor, so we can just get the other guys in because they are on the panel. All right. Bless up, Duckland. All right, I know you want to beat me, but you have to beat Griezmann as well. You know, Griezmann are overpraised. Mason Greenwood in Duckland, so go beat up Griezmann as well. All right, yeah, go ahead, Tennessee, and then we can bring in Jason and the Pastor. The great Tennessee, are you hearing us? All right, looks like Tennessee has started out in mic, so we'll give him a chance to come back on. Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, big up JD, big up the panel, big up everybody in the chat. Early morning, I get call out. You drink the coffee yet or nothing, but yeah, I accept any kind of challenge as it come on to debating. That would be something that I would enjoy. And yeah, people can tune in whenever that happens. But on the Shamar topic, happy for the player, happy that him can, you know, have such a consistent performance in a team that is struggling. I think that's something that we have to put in the context of what he's been able to do on a team that pretty much every game going into the game probably is the underdog, and he's still having, you know, good performance, making a team of the week and everything. So I think that's something that we have to highlight in terms of the team and the system that he's playing in, and still being able to produce at a somewhat decent level. That's huge. Got a chance to see the majority of the second half of the Getafe game, and while Mason Greenwood, not normal. You know, when I was watching the game, I could imagine, like, when I saw all the articles that came out about Griezmann saying he was unplayable and the coaching staff mentioning him by name as well, you know, it made perfect sense based on what I saw in the second half. Every single time that guy got the ball, it was problems. He created some kind of opportunity, whether directly or indirectly. And it looks like he's definitely running into the type of form that he had before, you know, all of his off-the-field issues started. So, you know, if all the stories, and they seem to be getting louder, JD, as we get closer to March, if all of those stories are true and he indeed is playing for us, boy, I'm telling you, we are getting a top level player who is going to improve the team drastically. So, you know, everything is looking good. Most of the players that have a chance to be playing right now in and around the team are all fit. So that long may that continue. The English players, especially coming into this time of the year when, you know, you're playing, you know, 3-4 games in 10 days. So, you know, hopefully everybody can just stay fit, and the managers know that the players that need the management of minutes, then get their minutes managed and everything can go well. I want to shout out also Fulham goalkeeper, Burnley, because Bobby Reid had missed a penalty that would have had Fulham out of the competition, and Leno, you know, had his back and made the save, and it continued, and Fulham went on to win. So very happy that Bobby didn't have to live with that feeling of messing up the team and knocking them out of a cup. Yeah, other than that, what else would we like to talk about today?
We have our topics, man. We have not completed the topics as yet. So once you introduce yourself, it's perfectly fine. So we'll just drop the rest of them and we chop it up. All right. So we have 50 more minutes to go. Yes. JD, Mr. United said, JD, according to Suchman, the number 10 from Mona can solve JA midfield problem. Craig Butler talked to people like we are all born on April 1st. Brother, always a war, you know. Yes, man, Mr. Greenwood. I kind of like football education a little bit more than what people says, because yesterday a man sent me a clip and he was actually talking about Mason Greenwood, and he's saying that Jamaica have other players like Mason Greenwood. And when I heard him mention a name, I will not even repeat that. Brother, them people in Jamaica, something that's wrong with them, yeah, man. I'm very sorry. I know it come off a way, because a lot of people where I do very good in life, they are Jamaica. And I do very good. But me can't bother with there's some of them people, me don't know what wrong with them, but them so xenophobic, it is borderline sick. Mason Greenwood better than Leon Bailey. And Damari Gray. And the man not even skip to talking about Leon Bailey or Damari Gray, you know. The man go down and talk about say we have type of players like Mason Greenwood is a type of player like this player. I will not even mention it because it's not even worth mentioning. You know, and me hear people under the comment section that talk about say, yeah, finally somebody will have sense. Good Lord. So now we realize. So anyway, what are we there for? And just stop the Jamaican content here, man, and just leave them dire madness. Me I tell you the honest truth. But honestly, JD, honestly, you really feel we can get? Of course, we can get him. If him not play, remember, you have to understand that footballers love football, you know. And worst off, if he's gonna do something for his parents.
If he's gonna Mason.
If he's gonna do something for his parents, I think most of these guys that comes here, they do it on behalf of one of their parents, and I truly believe that he would do it as well. He would do it. He would play for Jamaica.
Hold on, JD, is it that person you're questioning?
No, a guy asked me, but because remember I have information that people says things.
People just stop stress. Mason Greenwood, I go forward. Him, I go forward. Stop stressing it. Me could just focus on.
No, but Shivani, I think it's valid. He asked me if he thinks he would choose Jamaica, but information that I have, I could say yes, he could choose Jamaica. If once he's not playing, he's going to play for an international team, and it's not England, it has to be Jamaica because he has Jamaican connection. As in his family, and the roots of those families are Jamaican. You understand me? Yes, so that's what I'm trying to say to him. Just try to make sure. Who was the player they compared Greenwood? So I prefer not to speak. You know Jamaica already. One player in Jamaica alone good. You know, it is very, and that's why the argument that Siobhan just talked about make perfect sense. It's just when you do the adrenaline rush, people think you're actually doing something on the field, and that's the whole thing. You know, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to know nothing. Nothing at all. I set to make the team better. You don't have to do nothing at all. Just run up and down and act like you do something and just do too solid or something, and that's it. You don't have to have no football education, and you're the best thing in Jamaica. So it's sad. JD, he already put on a Jamaican jersey, but Jamaican jersey is popular. So no, Travis. No, you have people, Travis, like Parish Council and Monday, worse than Pastor. He's worse than Pastor. I saw Pastor talk well about local barn players. Parish Council, not like nobody, where have nothing outside. If you step on a plane, Parish Council not like you. And him actually claimed to say he's in a different country doing farm work. So I can't understand this man's take. I don't know what kind of experience he has doing farm work. Yeah, but it's not a good one. Alright, yes. But guys, all I'm saying, just try to be, if it's one of us, be welcoming to these guys. You never may know what actually brought the camel's back for these guys to turn up. Because I heard Demara Gray says, it's the fans why he came here. The amount of fans that actually contacted him, he saw the interest, and obviously Liam Bailey went in his ears a few times, and then the coach contacted him. But he said it's the fans that continuously linking him on Instagram, telling him that they want him to come and stuff. So you see it? You see it? So it's so impactful.
JD, you see the Honduras game where Damari scored? I spoke to him after the game, and I'm there to tell him like, yo, thanks for coming play for Jamaica and thing. This is what he told me, that he said the whole situation with him being transferred from Everton, he said that the support that the fans gave him on his IG page and his social media handles during that time, because it was difficult for him, he said that nothing would have stopped him from coming and play for Jamaica. And so when him touch the field, he tell himself that he have to score and tell Jamaican people thanks for supporting. So you see, a lot of times persons don't understand the little comments them, it play a big part, and the player them actually read the comments them.
Yeah, because he said that. I never talked to him directly like you did, but he said it. Yeah, so I got the same belief. So I do believe you. As to what he would have said behind closed door, because he said the same thing, almost similar. Up front. So I'm just trying to tell these guys, when you come out here with a xenophobic behavior talking about them not for come to Jamaica, they will see these things, you know? They will see these things and might believe that, okay, so I just some of the little ones them on Instagram or YouTube I beg us to come, but the true fans them inside the country are the whole heap of people them inside the country not really want we to come. So all I'm saying then, if we truly want Jamaica to be good, let we actually deal with the man them like we let them come and make our local ballers them be better than them. Not try to hide our local, shield our local ballers them for force them on the field. Let we make the whole aim up on the field, because the whole aim eligible to play for Jamaica. And then the coach will pick the best out of the best. Why we can't do that? Why we keep on always think that we have to fight them out, so that means space are gonna left. Because that we always say, no, space are gonna left. Oh, what is space there for our baller them? That's what we always say. They are our ballers. Without Shamar Nicholson, we have no chance to go to Copa America, and we have no chance to go to Nations League. And be honest, we maybe never even we wouldn't even qualify for the World Cup either, because him give we a different hope, so we actually can do something on the field. You understand me? So, and he was not born in Jamaica. I saw him came back to Jamaica, giving away to schools in the Manning Cup period. You understand me? So the guy, they're trying, and the coach came out the other day and said that these guys are just like local guys. You know, you think it's by accident why he said that? You think it's by accident a man from Iceland came in and said something like that, Siobhan? You think it's by accident a man came in from Iceland and I said, fans, the guys them that came in from England, when we talk to them, they have so good connection with Jamaica. It's the same culture. You think it's by accident why he said that? Because he knows, he listen. You get me? So we have to change our approach. Let Mason Greenwood come and then make we see if Liam Bailey better than him. And you know what? It's going to be a challenge. So if Liam Bailey better than him, Liam Bailey game have to go above him. And you know who it benefit? Jamaica. So by me saying that, I am proving to you that you don't want Jamaica win. You just want your friends them on the field. You know? And that not go a good way for we people. We want Jamaica to win. So anybody that is better in the team, at them we want on the field, and hopefully can translate into wins. Because sometimes the best ballers them don't translate into wins. We can have that discussion as well. I have no problem with it, but at least give us a chance. If we want to spend the money, because me buy ticket for go stadium, maybe more than most people. Alright? So, and I bought jerseys as well. So, I want to feel good buying my jerseys as well. Me not just want to buy jersey, because me just love Jamaica. I want Jamaica win. For know, say me I spend money towards something. You know, the money I go towards something, not just go to whatever you want. Yeah, man, one of the best players them to play for Jamaica, man. Not saying I'm not going, no. I'm not saying I'm not going to ever buy a jersey if the best player them now play now. But it's going to take a tougher struggle for me to buy a ticket or a jersey of the best players them now play. You get me? That is my take. Let me bring in Tennessee. What going with you, brother? Oh, you're not hearing. Go ahead. We did, man. We did try to bring you in from early on, but we never get a chance to bring you in. You know, we have chop up some things, you know.
I hear me never hear him stream, so that's why I did jump out back. But big up on the sales man, and big up him and them with them on the stream and thing. But me listen to the same person where we are talking about a compare players, and if you say play a person who ask, they know nothing about football. You understand? You have someone who just build up some stream and come and just talk about foolishness. But JD, if Mason Greenwood play for Jamaica, just imagine the amount of publicity what will come from the Jamaican team. And we can understand, like, look at Morocco and then team there. Zane, when Morocco play in a World Cup and them do well, Zane, you know, see all the people happy and everything, the people in Morocco. It no matter which part of man ban, or where I play. Is it? I don't know if some people want to see Jamaica playing a tournament and them get 6 and 7-0 and they feel good just to say them bridging a player or whatsoever. But if you want the team to do well, going forward, if Jamaica going if Mason Greenwood naming a Jamaica squad right now, JD, just imagine the amount of shivers where it was sent down his spine at the opponent team. Is it in? So, I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know what's wrong with people. Yeah, you understand? Because me know say right now, if Jamaica squad name for the Nation League semi-final, Mason Greenwood and the youth from Arsenal in that squad there, it's going to make a big difference. Whether we win or not, you understand? Because you still need chemistry. No matter how good the player them is, you still need chemistry for build things. But JD, me not understand how some people talk. It's like they don't care about the team. They just care about to see them for them friend and play. And I just that them want to see. You see? Because yesterday me on a program and a man tell me say Jamaica can beat anybody, can compete with anybody at under 15, under 14 level. I tell him right now, pick up
so you
any
give
Jamaican. I tell him say Jamaica can pick up any under 15 team, if best players them in a Manning Cup, and go play against Spain and look for the dump up for Jamaica go get.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
20 easy.
The argument didn't make no sense. And Jamaica just compete in our CONCACAF under 15 thing. And they don't win it.
Them get embarrassed by 80. The same 80 team them where they win before.
Yeah, so all you have to say Jamaica can compete against anyone in the world at under 14, under 15 level when they reach 20 and so. And they matter about all African BM team club build players and sell them at Europe. So I tell them, say, name me one African player at 20-year-old who left Africa and going in the top 5 league and dominate it. Most of the players them, then they Denmark and then club the first before they move on to the big club. But maybe because we now watch the Danish league and then think they will not see them and reach England or France or Germany.
Thank you very much.
You up young. You see, so I don't know what kind of and people are comparing it to US and I say, well, we should have a big US and what? JD, with the amount of resources where US have, Jamaica shouldn't even compete against the US. The only reason Jamaica can compete against the US are them players that we are getting right now. See, because Mexico and US have a lot of resources. JD. So we should even compare ourselves with them team there. You see?
Good point, Tennessee. Good point. You chip out Tennessee, but very good point, because that is what me have on the paper, what I wanted to go into, because Damion Lowe said a few things. Because I did went back to watch the Damion Lowe interview. That was aired on I am Sure Sports. Yes. And I because a person sent me clips of it, and clips can be misleading. But you can see that we have something that built in us, that we have to overhype everything naturally. So even now, through the bigger ballers them coming for Jamaica, I think Damion Lowe had to color back one of the persons on the stream to say that no man, and so it go man, you can't lead the fans them down the wrong route, because you can't put expectations too high for people to believe that. You understand me? And I said, wow, you know why? Because now people coming in, and that's why I like what Mr. Duckland Stennett said. Once them start lose, we're gonna go back to the local guys them, because that's true. We are win now, and we are do good. Why them can't take them out, or them can't make up no ruckus, because the expectations is there, and the guys them start feel it. So lay me low on me watch it back, not live but after, and him I feel it as well. I mean, me see if I try tone it down, I mean, I say okay, wow, that is nice. So clearly the coach, just like how the coach attack, I tell them, say, yeah man, the other teams them higher rated than us, And if somebody higher rated than us, more likely they have won some things that we have failed to win. So technically they will be better than us. We have the luxury to get additional players, and then we can use it as a cheat code to get up to the level. But if we have not done it, we can't take the praise for it. So when he spoke on the platform, I said that is nice, and I like the way you put it there. So at least people can just stop with the over the top delusional thing, because now you can see it affect the players them as well, because you're putting higher expectations than on them, and when they go there and actually performed even over the top, it still don't look good, because if they go out and get a draw against Mexico when they should be getting praise for it, they are getting bashing, because we just overhype them over Mexico when technically they should not be nowhere near Mexico. You understand me? So that means if they get a draw, you should be coming out here and say, yeah man, damn, we get a draw and stuff. We did do some things, so we team improve to that. That's the way me they here talk all long, you know. And people say me a waste man, you know. And me not like Jamaica, you know. And me hear Damion Lowe say the same thing. He look like him watch all of my video them. Because he must say the same damn thing. And me not hear nobody tell him say me talk foolishness. I me say, wow, okay. Alright, so me never mad. It is just true them always pick things for eat me for. But the man said the same, pretty much the same thing as what I've said. And I think that's our biggest problem. We just set unrealistic targets, and then we can't achieve them because it's unrealistic, and it comes from lack of the knowledge of football. You understand me? Because sure, we believe that we're big, fast, and we're strong, and we can just run past everybody. We should just beat up everybody, and we watch the Manning Cup as well. You know? Sure, we do all them stuff there. It tends to just give us a false sense of security. But we have to just educate ourselves more so we can treat our footballers better. And if we educate ourselves more, we will appreciate the high-level footballers coming here. If we just educate ourselves. So I think it's the lack of education causing a proper core of players not to feel as welcome as possible through, because Dirty Harry said it's not the fans, it's just coaches and stuff. So that whosoever hurt by these guys coming in, because it's not just the coach only, Dirty Harry. I heard people that's putting on the programs in Jamaica saying that they're not amused or whatever that these guys are coming in. We should be looking to our local guys them, and they double down and triple down. Even when people try to talk to them, they still double down. So majority of the big persons in power, they only want to see one thing. Whether it's beneficial to them, they only want to see local born players in the team, or invest in our local core. It's pretty much saying the same thing. Because if you avoid the main team and say invest all of the money in the local core youth team, it's still telling you that you're not on the play. You're not trying to win. So you're not trying to do anything. So you technically you don't want them, regardless of what you're saying. You know, JD, the people cuss Lowe when he put a Aka. No, that was him picking in his team. So he said some things that sent him back to the shadow realm of delusional behavior, which is not going to get cleared up Danica night over one day. He will still be delusional. He will still have his delusional takes. You know, yes. But at that side, when I knew that it was coming from other people advising them, and he just spewing that out. That's why I'm saying, JD, people who suing benefit, so it's not the real fans. Okay, respect there they are, I get you. He said prime Aka or non-prime Aka, it not really matter. You know? I'm very sorry. Alright, so we go ahead. And why Dan come up at the top of my discard? Dan, how you come up at the top of my discard? Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead, Pastor. Let me bring in Pastor. Yes.
Good morning to the Imaxit family. Those on the platform here and those in the chat. Two quick things. There was a player in the Jamaica national team, the Reggae Boys. During the time when Bowser was with Bowser also, he went to France, and this was a hyped player. He went to France, and he died there. Not the physical death, but he died the football death. because despite all
Lord.
the hype from his church in Jamaica, his pillow fellows and bedfellows, he's in obscurity. Bowser, who from those same time showed the kind of characteristic that suggests this is a man who wants to learn because he knows he's not up there on the pedestal. But certainly, if the possibility presents itself for him to be there, he will put in the work to get there. Bowser is in France, and he is flourishing and will get better than he presently is in France without the hype, the backing, the pillow and bedfellows. That's one. I would like to say to Cranky, the astute man that he portrays himself to be, choose carefully. He portrays himself to be. Choose carefully your battles. It's not everybody that talks, debates. So when you can have in your win column on your score chart that you have disposed of cataract and the other bald-head man, do not fly past your nest, Frankie, because you will find yourself without a place to land. I do not render myself exposed to be deposed, and I have never postured myself to be an adversary to anyone. I am a promoter of the truth, of facts, and so if you put that with my experience in debating competition, I am just informing you to be cautious. That's two. Number three, JD, I am yet to watch the Damion Lowe thing. I have seen clippings of it because while the interview was going on, there are not many things that concerns me that I don't go to my bed and sleep. But I went back to watch the press conference with the panel consisting of Mr. Dennis Chung. And I want to use that to continue to highlight the present belief system within the management and administrative staff of Jamaica's football, which is totally detrimental to football progress anywhere and everywhere in the world. To date, Cranky used the statement that we do not have evidence to support the position we have taken that Vin Blaine would not have qualified. Since I joined the Discord, I have not been looking at the chat, so I don't know if he responded to what I posted in the chat. I have 24 years of experience following and supporting female football in Jamaica and I have 33 years experience of following and supporting football in Jamaica. If Cranky believes that I have less than a 1 foot thick compilation file of evidentiary support for any subject that I choose to speak on, challenge me, Cranky.
All
Challenge me,
right.
Cranky, and I
All
will do the
right,
committal.
Pastor. All
I
right,
will
Pastor.
do the committal.
All right,
And I
Pastor.
will use a quotation from one of the panelists as just to come on. Jamaican Guna. If Cranky believes that being a word gymnast is equivalent to debating strategy, I am going to speak to this final thing that he suggested, on which he premised. No.
You see why people always say me I shut you down and me I disrespect you and something. Me give you the platform and you just take over the whole platform and you don't talk about none of what me talk about, Pastor. And me after the war. You already, Pastor, you put out your note. See if your note for the world war if the man come back.
No. He highlighted.
Why you try kill the man before he come back?
No, I wanted him, JD. You spoke to me, that I need to not come on and take over the show. So you see, when I joined
you took over the show?
I don't even say good morning. No, I don't even say good morning until you identify me. I don't say a word because I want to operate within the scope that I am allowed to. So let me just finish this point and give the other gentlemen, Dan and Jamaican Guna, their opportunity to
so
speak.
now me have to extend the show, because of 2 hours mid have, and me have to push it to 2.5 hours. So alright, don't worry yourself. Me I gonna give you some more boundaries. Again, don't worry yourself. A small tiny box you can get. Go ahead, Pastor.
Said, because of Vin Blaine's statement that Bonnie Shaw that wasn't getting the service required to make her effective and score, she should have been deployed lower. Now I want to ask Cranky, since that make coaching sense to him, if against France Bonnie Shaw was deeper, so what's your name, Jenna, that beast of a woman, and forgive me, it is not that she's uncomely or don't look good. She's just so tall and powerful. If Bonnie Shaw was not up there to draw her attention and the other centre back attention, would Jamaica had survived 25 minutes against France? And if Bonnie Shaw was not deployed in the same striker position against Brazil to move the whole Brazil team higher, because in both of those games, neither Trudy Carter nor Jody Brown provided any amount of threat to push back the defense line. It was Bonnie Shaw's presence that kept the back line midway their third. So, Cranky, think on these things. I yield.
All right, so a super chat came in. JD, that's my for my ticket to see Pastor face tear off. Get him cranky. Him a go on too bad now. Alright, Pastor, don't answer, please. We have to structure these things. Pastor, oh God, Markland Barrett, what are you doing, man? JD, England will never call back. This is bigger than football. Okay, so you're saying no care what Mason Greenwood does, he's not going to get called back. All right, totally understand where you're coming from. All right, always me no respect people who disrespect people who support any corporation. Okay, all right. That is fan of mine that came in. Guys, get the likes up now, guys. We are not on 200 as yet, We can't have 200 non-supporters in the building. All right, I saw some people put in some super chat. Massive respect for the support on the super chat side. Brilliant concept. We put up a super chat right after. Beast of a woman. TEDx said, JD, I think you have to sell tickets for this debate. No. We have to structure the thing, man. We have to structure the thing that it falls into a conversation that we had, or it's in the circle. You know, we can't just go out and talk about Scientology. You know, if act like say we know more than everything else, and then the fans don't know nothing, and then 15 people there year. We have to make sure we fit it into a footballing box. So we will work on it. We will work on it. No problem. JD, you are mixed up, you know. Blair video, how can I be mixed up right here? So please educate me on what I've said that made me a mix up to you, Mr. Blair video. Alright? Jeremy Blake said, JD, they don't even talk about Greenwood goals on Sky Sports over. Okay, fair enough. So you're saying that's the reason. Alright, so let me get back in. Dan, say what you're saying. And then we bring in Jamaica and Guna after. Alright, because we have to give the persons that are not panelists, they lean way to the stock, and then we can bring in the other guys them. Go ahead, Dan. Alright, Dan look like his mic not working. So yes, we are here now. Because you just would have get the axe, you know. Alright, because we can't have the show, and when we say come in, only now come in. So go ahead.
Breakfast me I make still.
Breakfast I make, okay, sorry.
With the player them, with the Jamaican player them, most of them come here on vacation regular, you know. Them come here on vacation regular. Me see somebody I say them know Daniel Johnson. I know him look on Neville. I know him look on Neville. Them have a roots shop, a foreign, a brother named Ella named Harry Joseph. You know what I mean? All of them have connection to Jamaica. Like close connection. Family, Bobby Reed, like close. So I not really nothing if them come here and play. So that more the fans them for know. And with the Greenwood thing.
Daniel Johnson was born in Jamaica, you know.
Okay, but that for sure, most of the rest of the player them still have that connection there. Like to them family a yard. You get what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, them still have that connection there where them come here on vacation. They maybe not know. You know what I mean? Some of the people they maybe not know, but them come here regular. But through the ball thing, no man say, yo, more with Jamaican them fair play and this and that. Cause even Gray, nobody never really knows a Gray a family a client and him extended family. Nobody never know that until him go out of the school and give out some boats and then be a presentation there. Nobody never know that. But with the Greenwood thing, I just think Greenwood go forward. He go forward at Jamaica cause him know say him thing gone bad already. And the fans him for England now go accept him. Even if him score 30 goals in the Spain League, them still not go want him in England because that's where him do. You know what I mean? But for the Jamaican team, we just want the ball of them come in and come be that powerhouse like and cover. Just that more beat up USA them and beat up Mexico them. That's what me have to say still.
Alright, respect.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so let me read out them super chat here. Massive respect, brilliant concept for the super chat. Puts 19 US there. I will just leave it there out of respect because he never wrote anything, so I have to keep it there. But I'm gonna read out the rest of the super chat. Tennessee, massive respect again for the super chat and the continuous support. Says JD, tell Pastor don't debate like him play dominoes. Laugh out loud. Cause Cranky will demolish him. Yes. So Cranky will demolish him. JD, Jamaica have the most diaspora people in England throughout the Caribbean. That could be definitely true. And I think that is true, Travis. But I have to make sure I check it to confirm. But I think it should be true, Travis. Yes, but the lack of education. Travis, what I'm talking about when I said the lack of education is to inform the people who these guys are, and like how we there here talk about how much we have people in the diaspora, we need to start teach that, and like we need to start bringing the Jamaica together. Because when I go over because obviously I have the luxury to meet a lot of third generation Jamaicans, you know, and the way they just naturally act like Jamaicans, it's shocking. You know, they just naturally act like Jamaicans, because I have some little family, and the way they just act like Jamaicans, and because they're around my mother and others, you know. So I'm just trying to tell people that not because you're in Jamaica means that you are the true Jamaicans, because that is not the truth. Anybody can be the true Jamaican, and pretty much everybody that has a passport, they are true Jamaicans, pretty much. Just like how you guys said I'm Belgian because I have a Belgian passport. You know, so fast you guys want to tell me that I'm somewhere else when I was born in Jamaica and live in Jamaica longer than a lot of you guys are alive. But you guys said I'm from different countries. Alright. So you're so like funny. So the man them that has their passport, they are Jamaicans. Let we start do a collective effort to contact these guys. Not that bother them, but if they put out a post, all you need to do is just literally say, Greenwood, please come and play for Jamaica. And because you saw the situation that England did to you, and not you did, and England put you in this spot, but Jamaica has an open arm for you, and maybe you can learn a little bit more to be a better human being if what they said you did is true, you know, because you don't want to bring him down a guilt road that maybe he doesn't believe that he was guilty, which he said that. You know, so we have to reason on that front, you know, yes. But we all can do something, because if a man, look, 219 people watching this. If 219 comments reach on a Instagram post, it doesn't matter if it's on 50 million views. The 219 comments will be highlighted by the algorithm because it's saying the same thing. The 219 will be highlighted, and they're going to say, damn, wow. So Jamaica, damn. So why am I there? So I kill up myself about England and Jamaica, the thing there. You know, we hear it from the guys them mouth. At this point, Gray is the best player ever played for Jamaica. Period. Like the best performing player that just came in and just played for Jamaica. Like he just came in. I still thought it was Burton that came in and just revolutionized the chances for Jamaica to go through, because he did every single thing. But based on the amount of games and the amount of difficult games we had a Gray in, I tend to believe that he just surpassed Burton. Even though what Burton did was in the World Cup qualifiers. But now we have better players playing for every one of the teams then, because I was around 1998. 1996. The players for Mexico and United States was not better than now. Alright, you had a few players that you could say they are significantly better than the ones them we have around now. But United States team is not better. Canada team is not better. Costa Rica team, maybe a few players on it better, but you still have players on the Costa Rica team that would have made the whole Costa Rica team. The Panama team is better, and the Suriname team is better. So for him to be doing this in a better settings, I would say that he might just eclipse Dean Burton as the best Jamaican forward signing ever. You know? Yes. So that's what I have to say. Let me read out this next comment. Massive respect. Football Global said, my money on pasta, one Jamaica. What Bunty said, people? Okay, so he said his money is on pasta. All right, of course, JD, Damario. No, but know yourself. We have to talk. I know what Dean Burton did. I know Dean Burton stopped crime in Jamaica for one day. You understand me? Yes, because we are gonna see a Jamaica. The Reggae Boys did it. Dean Burton did it. Dean Burton, 90% stopped crime in Jamaica for one day. Alright? Yes. Because we know it's a collective effort. But Dean Burton, this is the one time I'm going to give him 90% of the benefits of taking Jamaica to the World Cup. Yes. And that day, that feeling that he brought over Jamaica, you know, it's even though he might have not done as exactly as what Gray did, the power that he brought over a country that was slightly lost on the violent side at that time. Because remember, at that time, you know, it's just a get out of hand, you know. It's just a get out of hand for be consistent as to what it is now. Alright? It's just about to get out of hand. You get me? Yes. It's just to get out of hand. You know, you have the rap bats them. You have things that get bad, you know, but not everywhere. But in the Kingston region, some places in St. Catherine and stuff, they were getting bad. But Kingston was ridiculously bad at that time. And everything stopped. And Dean Burton did that, you know? Yes. Yes. Jamaica R9. So let me bring in Jamaican Guna. Jamaican Guna, big up yourself. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you and the family. Alright, so Jamaican Guna, look, I might listen to the stream back way, you know. So I listen from the start of the stream now. And we are at the end of the stream. So Mr. Jamaican Guna, how are you doing, sir? Alright, so yeah, man. So drop your comments them. So let me chop it up. Yeah, so Damion Lowe, he said that, and I like the fact that he said that, you know, because it brought back some reality to the thing. And it brought back a lot of people to stop beating me up, because even their masters them said the same thing. Alright? Football Global, side bet 100. JD can keep the money and give to the winner. Okay. Yes, so that's pretty much about it. I want to get Jamaican Guna in. And then we can have the discussion for maybe like 10-15 minutes. But Jamaican Guna still look like he must sort out the mic. So we will get him sorted out. I am a third generation Jamaican and still connected to Jamaica culture. Thank you very much, Harry Vibes. Massive respect for that, you know, because we have to make people know. We have to make people know that it's not the way they saw it, you know. Yes, it might be a little bit different. So don't listen to the Carvels, don't listen to the Chris Williams and those guys. You can listen to them when they're talking about helping a few guys in Jamaica, you know. But when you're talking about outside things, listen to people that's outside a little bit more, you know. So you can understand, because at least they're trying to fight to get in and to bolster the system. All right, so brilliant concept. This what I post. What did I post? Brilliant concept, because I've not gotten the extra thing. When they said in USA, kids at school identify as Jamaican even if they are third generation, etc. They are a product of they are proud to be Jamaicans. All right, thank you very much, Wendy, man. Because a lot of them watch this stream, you know. They just don't comment, you know. A lot of them watch it. So when people from overseas making them feel good, because that's a good way to do it, make them beef up their ego, because their behavior is very bad, you know. Brilliant Concept says, please come to Jamaica, please represent our big country. All right, look at Gray, how he can impact our nation. Please, we need you. Okay. Yeah, so you posted that on what's his name? Mason Greenwood. Wow, nice. Wow, damn. All right, Brilliant Concept. You're a man of your word. Damn. Wow. Drew Ross turning in at the end of the stream. Drew Ross, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. JD and Football Global will have side bet. Can you keep the money from both of us and give the winner, Cranky? Me think there. Oh, if Cranky wins, Cranky still owe me some money. We're making bet. I'm a bad time. And West Ham, Liverpool. So I have to take Cranky money and give it back to the next person that I sent my money to. Because Cranky, up to this day, Cranky haven't sent the money back to the personnel. You know, and he lost the damn bet. So Cranky still owe me a bills. Alright? Yes. And I have to send the bills to what's the guy? Karume, because I said I am going to give him my money even if I win the bet, and Cranky will give him his money, and Cranky have not yet to pay the man. All right, so Cranky owe a bills in the YouTube street. All right, yes. Never saw the notification. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. I'm pretty much finishing up, you know, because we never get Jamaican Guna, so we're gonna just make everyone say their final piece and we chop it up. All right, so Jason Guna, go ahead, give your final piece, and if you want to give any take as to what you saw in the Damion Lowe interview, yes, or Damion Lowe reasoning, you can, but if not, you just give your final piece, and then we bring in the other guys. Then.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just barely touched on the interview. I did have a chance to watch it. Thought that Damian was pretty much very professional in his answers and everything. I thought I was pleased with that, like the tone of most of his answers and stuff. And you know, when he was picking his six-a-side team, he kind of explained why he picked the team the way he did. He said that, you know, when those other players get the chance to pick their team, him not go day night, so I'm gonna put team friend them in it, you know. So I thought that was, you know, very honest of him to say that, because that's literally the reason why he would pick the team that way. So, you know, I thought that was striking. But he just seems like somebody that does talk straight, which I will always love, even if I don't agree with everything you say. At least I know where you're coming from. So that's one thing I'll have to commend him on. And he also made another comment that I thought was a big comment and people should have listened to, when he said, you know, it's one thing to, you know, analyze the players and, you know, maybe if they have a bad game, you talk bad about them. That's okay. That's how it goes. But at the same time, you know, you should also, you know, send a good luck today in the game baller type of message and those type of things, you know, because we're always quick to bring down players. And, you know, that was a big point and something that...
And who was that directed to?
I don't know. It could be directed to a lot of people, you know.
I'm asking who it's directed to. Like the people that's saying they have a bad game on, like, YouTubers and vloggers and reporters on a game. Because it's fans.
He didn't reference YouTubers. He didn't reference YouTubers. What he really referenced, like, comments under. So, like, if they play a game and him post, boy, you know, tough result today, blah blah blah.
So that not for you.
You'll see. Yeah, I don't think it was directed at YouTubers personally.
Yeah, because I would have said that makes no sense, you know, because we are reporters on things. We are analysts, so we don't need to contact you and tell you about Aritam and dead dog.
I think it was more towards fans that might underneath post comment say, boy, you know, good ball, or you give it too good or whatever. And they must say, yo, that's one thing, you know. Me not say you can't do that, you know. But me I say, before the game play, you couldn't say, yo, good luck today, you know. Keep your head up or whatever, you know, just make it balance. If you're gonna knock me down, also try to prop me up at times, you know. So that is something when I hope that fans will take to heart, because as Shavanda said earlier, the ball of them, you know, them have them time in the locker room, and most of them hold them phone and them go through them posts and them, you know, so they will probably see these messages. So that is something that I took from it, and that's something that I respect and I think we should do. And then just to close up.
Oh, we should, you should do, because you're a fan and an analyst. But me no need to do, because me no comment bad or good. You know, yes.
I'm included, but JD, are you going to tell me that you're not a fan?
No, I'm not a fan. Because me not under them comments. Okay. So when them do bad, me never comment. And when them go good, me not comment. So that can't be for me. So me not go tell you nothing. Me not go text you. You understand me? That no go for me. You know, me not so tight with people.
Problem.
Yeah, so me know that, my brother. Me know that.
No problem. And I think that is what he said. I mean, if you're going to do the parts that are bad, just even it out with some good as well. You know, that's not so hard.
That is perfect, because when he plays good, we said it on this program that he plays good. I have done videos when we say him play good. So that's for me to try to make sense out of it, because if it's for fun, that makes sense. If you are a YouTuber, when him play good, you make sure you say him play good. You understand me? Be honest and objective. But if you're a fan, if you're going to tell him under him page, say him not play good, I'm not this, make sure you tell him say him play good when him play good. Me understand that, but it's a two-stage thing. It's not a one flag bearer, you know? Yeah. That's what I'm saying still. But tackle a point. Tackle some YouTubers forget it, JD, because most YouTubers not rate. No man, I think from day one we all give him his respect, because even when you guys were actually trying to debate with him, debate the Ethan Pinnock and stuff, it's because you respect him, you know. Not because a man, listen, you know, not because a man compare a next man with a next man means say not rate him, because if the next man are Pele and me I compare you with Pele, now that mean you have to have something. We have Pele level for me compare you. So me not think say enough people not rate Damian Lowe. I think them rate him, but them does not rate him over the level where you guys them want to put him to. Starboy says, JD, if you don't comment under the comments, you comment on your show. So what you saying? I am saying, that's why we clear it up. Starboy, listen well. That's why I said if you're talking about somebody on a YouTube, because that is called you dictating what you think people should do. You understand me? Yes. So all I'm saying, the only way it would have made sense for a YouTuber is to make sure you have a positive, you make sure you have an objective show, not a biased show. That's pretty much of it. You understand me? And I don't class myself to have a biased show. Some people said I beat some people. But to be honest, I have not beaten anybody, you know, because I've done 7 videos talking good about Leon Bailey and 1 just saying something different from the rest of the good, you know. And me get beaten for it. You understand me? JD, oh, you're so different. No, I'm trying to make sense, make me understand what Jason's saying, because I never understood. So I'm just asking him if you understand. Remember, so I don't know what I'm saying. No? So I try to figure it out. You know? So Travis behave. Travis is just different. Alright, so the walking red card thing, you said that it burned him. Alright, so let me spend a little time on this walking red card thing. Cause I think the walking red card argument came from not because you go in and get a red card. So let me clear it up for Damian Lowe. Walking red card, it simply means that he's always on the line to get a red card via a straight red card because of strong tackler. That's a 1. Or you're always on a yellow card. That's a 2. Alright? So we're going to bring it up on the screen to show you. Alright? We're going to try and give you all of his detail. Alright? And an aggressive baller. Thank you. Better way to say it. An aggressive baller. No, if I don't understand something, Starboy, I have to... If you understand what Jason's saying, you could understand, but maybe I don't speak the same language as you guys. So it take me a little bit longer to figure it out. You know, so I have to ask questions to understand, then I can take my stance on it, you know, because I have balls, you know. Yes, good lord, man. Anyways, so let me go into the man details, all right? So we can want to settle this for forever and done with it, all right? Yes, so spare me a little time, Jason, to get you back on. But I have to put this out.
This time to where I say, man.
Yes, because this walking red card thing, I don't know why he's so upset on it. All right, so this is it, guys. If you look at it for Damian Lowe, so his entire career of Damian Lowe, you look through it, and I think you can get every single thing. All right, I'm gonna try and get it up here for you. The whole entire thing. I want the entire thing. Because this is saying that he played 30 in 2023 alone. He played 30 games and he had 11 yellow cards. Alright, so 1 in every 3 in 2023. Alright, he has no red cards this time. So that is good. Alright, so I'm trying to get the entire thing. The overall balance sheet. The overall balance sheet I want. So let me show that one, and then you can see. All right. So yes, I'm just gonna do the red card thing and just move on, you know. So and then let him argue that. All right. Yes, let him argue that. So this is Damian's Lowe record. His record so far. Sometimes maybe 1 or 2 games are off because they don't update them instant. So here it is. So 225 games. All right, 225 games. Stretch across over several leagues. All right, you can look at the leagues them right here. Several leagues. All right, let me see. And this excludes Jamaica. Yes, it excludes Jamaica national team. It excludes Jamaica national team. So we can do that separate. We can do that separate. All right. Let me make sure. All right, so we can do that separate. So 225 games. That seems a little bit little. Is that accurate? All right, so 225 games. 225 games counted right here. Out of 225 games, as you saw right here, the yellow card is here. He has 73 yellow cards, right? And four red cards. That from yellow cards to red cards. So 4 yellow cards to red card and 2 direct red cards right here. All right. So out of 225, he would have this is what because you have to include both of them. So 6 and 73. So 79 out of 225. So that is less than 1 in every 3. You understand me? That is more close to 1 in every 2.5. You understand me? For the yellow cards and for the red cards, it's spaced out. But every time you have a yellow card, so every every 2.5 games, he's always on the edge. That is plain aggression. You can't reason it out any other possible way. You understand me? So that's all I think people were saying. You get me? JD, compare with other defenders so we can know. If you compare it with other defenders, that's where you're going to see that it's a legitimate argument. So what we did, we go for the worst defenders them on planet Earth, which was Ramos, Pepe, who you guys would consider as the wildest defenders possible. So one for go for the worst.
Those two names were very good.
Yeah, but we still need because the man said that too little, you know, and maybe cause favor them because they play for big team. So let me find the next man wild, you know, and bad. Let me see who else is a strong tackler. The butcher is a strong tackler. Would you say that?
Yeah, Martinez. Martinez. I'm have to make up for the height, so I'm kind of play like that. Yeah, that's true.
Mirak says 6 red cards in 272 games is a walk-in red card. Makes no sense. Mirak, if you listen to the conversation, what is a walk-in red card? It would have made sense to you, but because you are already upset as to what Mr. He seems to can't get over this. All the people say you're playing on the edge. That's what they class them as in a fan
maybe they would
base.
rather maybe they would have rather it name walking yellow card.
All right. And for Jamaica, we can add the Jamaican one on it. Let me put the Jamaica one on it too. Yes, so you can see that. Jesus God, man. Now we're gonna look at the other players then. My goodness, man. So for Jamaica, he played 59 games, and he had 2 red cards, 2 direct red cards, right? He has 3 red cards, you know. He has technically 3 red cards. He has 18 yellow cards and 3 red cards. One red card that he gets against Suriname, which was 2 yellow cards. 2 yellow cards. Alright, 2 yellow cards he got against Suriname. But for some reason, I don't know why it's not here on the system. Because maybe the game was not televised. But to figure out that I'm telling the truth, go on Simon's channel and type in Jamaica versus Suriname. And you will get the exact year when he played. And I think it was his first game. In the National Stadium.
It was actually, oh yeah, but second cap. Yeah, but first game in the stadium.
First game in the national stadium, he gets 2 yellow cards, so it's not on this. So he gets 3 red cards for Jamaica in 59 games and 18 yellow cards. And that would have added to 20 yellow cards, but just take out the yellow. So take out the yellow cards, because once it turns into red, it changes, and put it right here. So take out. No, we have to put it in the same way. So 2 yellow cards turn into a red, and 2 reds, direct red. So 3 red cards he got for Jamaica, and 18 yellow cards in 59 games. So Mirak, explain yourself there, Mirak. So in 59 games, 18 yellow cards, which should be 20 technically, and 3 red cards in that time. So yeah, okay. So Mirak, you must be Damian Lowe brother or sister. Brother, I would say, because I think you're a guy. So you must be Damian Lowe brother. Brother, you can't defend these things. It have a legitimate conversation for people say he's a rash player. Not care what Lowe does. No, man, we rate him, But, because remember, so we not give the man credit for the Canada game. Mirak, 3 in 59 games ain't bad. Yo, guys, I never said he isn't aggressive and get yellow cards and rush. I said walking red card is wrong. Walking red card is it means walking red card. So you're walking on the line. Oh my God, Mirak, please, God. Oh, guys, let me know in the chat. Do you sell the same statement as Mirak, or you're saying that? Let me know in the discard. Jason, you think that we went overboard? Alright, Travis says he's no walking red card. That's a lie. So Travis, we only show the facts, Travis, and you interpret how you want,
Ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to make a statement that they can
Let me
challenge,
go on other
but I'm going to make it anyway.
I'm going to go on other players'
I'm going to make it anyway. The reason a big club will not sign Damian Lowe is because on his career output, he has 1 yellow card in every 3 games played. It means
alright, so let me put in Pinnock. No, continue talking. Because they said he's a defender, so he has to tackle. So I'm gonna put in Pinnock. Yes.
Don't do that, JD. Don't put Pinnock. Pinnock is highline. Don't use Pinnock.
No.
Use somebody lower. Use somebody like Hector. Use somebody like Hector, who was considered by Jamaica also to be a tackler. That's why they had put him to CDM. JD, people need to understand context for conversations. The reason the term a walking red card is applicable is that every 3 games you play, you not only get a yellow card, but you're in the here of the referee. If the referee is keeping his eye on you, you are more likely to be sent off the field than anybody else. I did not get half the yellow cards that Damian Lowe's sheet is showing here, so not even quarter. But because of how hard I tackle my boss lace, people used to say, Blake, them are going to give you a red card. And right, I don't, my stat sheet, if anybody could pull a stat sheet for me, they would not see that amount of yellow cards on my stat sheet.
They said Pinnock is not a ball, Pinnock is a ball playing centre back, not a tackler. So we're going to put Pinnock right now. So Pinnock played more games than Damian Lowe. Pinnock played 279 games, or stretch across several leagues. All right. So 279. He has 15 goals, which is a lot. All right. And then assists. He has a good amount of assists in the games. So yellow cards, he has 13 yellow cards in 279 games. A few more games than Damian Lowe, but yet still several tens of less yellow cards, and definitely the one red card he gets, and it's in the championship. So in the championship he got one red card. That's it, and he's playing at the highest level. But you guys said he's a passing centre back, so we're gonna go for the walking red card man them. We're gonna go for the walking red card man them. So who consists as walking red card man them? Rudiger, I think, is a player on the edge every time. I when I see Rudiger, I remember Damian Lowe. So would you guys agree, Rudiger?
JD, if you want somebody like CONCACAF that is a tackler, you can do the Costa Rican guy. What is his name again? Kendall Waston.
No, but we have to make them give we, because at them a cuss, at them a cuss we, Jason.
Oh, I thought we're trying to find like similar type of level, so that's why
you're talking about the level. Okay, no, man, we can go at higher level, man, because higher level and them concede less red card and yellow card. That means you're even worse because it's a lower level. You understand me? And people have him at that higher level, so that means he should be doing better, right? Technically, mean you should be doing better, because if you're above the level, you should be able to conduct yourself better, something like that. If that makes sense, All right, so Ramos.
I said something, but no more coming late. But I just want to say one thing.
I am very much listening keen to what you have to say, Mr. Juras.
All right, the guys know something. He's a big Lowe fan already, but I think it's the nature and how he tackles. You get what I say? Like how him going and how him tackle. Because let's look on Ethan Pinnock, for example. A lot of people said don't compare Pinnock to Rowe because there's different levels them play on.
which is a higher level.
Exactly, and I agree with that. You can't disagree with that one bit. But when Pinnock tackling, you can see he's more composed. And he doesn't get out of position often. The thing with Damian is that because he knows that he has the ability to go back and what them call that?
Recovery speed.
Recovery pace, yes.
Exactly. Because he knows that's one of his strong points, right? He's out of position often. So in return, when he does tackle, it looks away. You know what I mean? It just looks horrible. And on top of that, he's a very aggressive player, which most centre backs are. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I do want to say. So
okay.
More to go as far as say walking red card, because if you're looking at the stats, that's not much red card in the span of the games them when play. We may say that. And as I said, JD, that not look accurate. Me feel same play a lot more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But the 200 games.
Exactly. But for two red cards in the span of 200 games, that not bad. But as I said, is how him do it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
How he goes, his aggressiveness.
JD.
One second, Jamaican Guna, because
me done, man.
No, Jamaican Guna try come in, but me say 1 second because I have to get the facts up. So we have wild oats that Damian Lowe call a wild oats, Wild oats, Rudiger. All right, yes, wild oats, Rudiger, 500 games. This look a little bit more accurate for Rudiger. Maybe Damian Lowe is accurate with the amount of games played. Yes, maybe around a few more, maybe never added on. Or maybe we're putting in Jamaican games in it. So it pushed over 300. So that's why. So 500 games, excluding Germany games right here. All right. No, man, it has, club work, no, it excluded Germany games. All right, so 500 games, 80 yellow cards. 80 yellow cards. 80, yellow cards. Two of those, two red cards from yellow cards offense. So 2 times he gets double booking and red card, and 4 direct red cards. That is one of the wildest man. One of the wildest man you get, and he has double time the amount of games Damian Lowe plays. Double time, Double time. You understand me? Double time, and they are the similar player. He's playing at a higher level. Alright? And he has the same amount of yellow cards as Damian Lowe, and the red cards are the same. With double time, so that is the man that we compare him with. So let me go to Pepe. Let me go to Pepe and Ramos. Alright?
So how much red card it Rudiger?
4 red card in 500 games. 4 direct red cards and straight red cards. So 6 red cards in 500 games. Because two double yellow, 2 double yellow red and 4 direct reds. So 6 red cards in 500 games.
In 500, I say 80 yellow.
Yeah, 80 yellow. And Damian will have 73 yellows in 200 games. And the same amount of red cards in the same amount of game, in the same amount of 200 games. So the Rudiger matchup not doing the service right there. It proved that even though Rudiger wild like oats and is a walking red card.
Well, you know what Drew Ross said about the positioning and being out of position, I believe is one of the main reasons why he get a lot of yellow cards. Because
yeah, but that come from football education then.
Absolutely. Even if you win the ball and your challenge started from a position that is not advantageous, more often than not, you're gonna have to clip the player to win the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where Lowe get his yellows from a lot. Is chasing from behind. Yes, he might get the toe on the ball, but the left foot has cleaned out the guy's ankle as well. So I think the positioning get him into trouble even more so than the aggression. Because look at that right there with Rudiger. Is there a more aggressive player than Rudiger in the world? No, but he's normally making his challenge from an advantageous defensive position. So
but Jason, that 80 yellow card that him get, them still class it as high, So with 500 games, them still class it as high.
In the comparison of Lowe, the main point I was making is they both have similar aggression, but one is making the aggressive challenge from the right proper position, so he can afford to be aggressive and not get called for a foul. Whereas Lowe is trying to make a tackle from behind the person, and it's nearly impossible not to foul him to win the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So we have Pepe. Pastor, I just want to run through this and then we can talk. So we have Pepe now. Pepe is the king of being wild oats and also walking red card. I think everyone could say this is a perfect example of a walking red card. Pepe. JD, I now agree Lowe is actually a walking red card. No, hold on, Pepe. The walking red card. Yes, this is definitely high, So Pepe played 717 games. All right, 717 games. As you see, 717 games. Lowe played 200 and odd games. All right. Yes, Ramiro. Yeah. Ideal football, Ramiro. I think Ramiro definitely surpassed Damian Lowe. Yes, Ramiro might be the perfect footballer. Yes, Ramiro is just a madman. So 717 games. He gets 186 yellow cards. All right, 186 yellow cards. You can do the maths. Still a little bit over 3 games, but still in the realm of 3 and brambles. All right, so it's still lower than Damian Lowe's yellow cards ratio. Jason, it's still lower, even though it's a whole heap of yellow cards that six yellow card offense that lead into red cards, and then 9 straight red cards. So he has 15 sending off. But if you do the mathematics now, if Damian Lowe had played the same amount of games, he would have surpassed this. So even though we know that these guys are the real walking red cards, because they are proven to get the red cards them already. Alright, but by the mathematics and how we're having the conversation, if Damian Lowe had played 700 games, he would have surpassed 15 red cards. You understand me? And he would have fly past yellow cards based on the same mathematics. You understand me? When these guys are the actual real walking red cards. So you see why people said that? Pastor, hold on, Pastor, may I try give it to you?
May I try to disagree with what you just said?
Why?
Yes, no, Robert Smith. We have to assume. Robert Smith. We never said we sure know him that get all of the red cards them. We are saying based off what he got in 200 odd games, by that same mathematics, we think that he would have garnered the same amount of red cards. Maybe people would say that he would have learned and get better over time and then avoid the yellow cards leading to red and stuff. That could be definitely true. But if we are going to judge these man and 700 odd games, we have to judge Damian Lowe with the mathematics. Am I doing something wrong, Jason, our pastor, right there? Please let me know. Because that's the only way we can fit it. Because them send me for the man, let me know. Should them know it more?
Yeah, it would be very difficult. It would be very difficult to find a player that played 225 games. So the only way you can do it is take it by the percentage of games versus the cards that they get. And when you do that, Damian Lowe has a higher rate of yellows and reds in his games than even Pepe.
Be careful. That will flip you.
Excuse
All
me?
right.
What is saying, Pastor?
I was speaking to the baby. Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was open. I was speaking to the baby.
Okay. All right. So, guys, go ahead, Jamaican Good. We tried to get you on the show from when I know we're in a full-blown war.
Yeah, the phone,
you know?
the phone never that year, no, man. The phone did super low. I never know why. So I made up a restart.
Yeah, so
here
you're getting on the war, you know. So go ahead.
And this, yeah, blessed morning to everybody on the panel and big up to all like good evening, good afternoon. But maybe the one my input is just as simple on this particular topic. I wanted to speak on a previous topic, but let's go on this one. This walking red card thing where people talking about. Number one, what we need to address is that the best defenders in the world are not usually the best tacklers in the world. And I think say Damian Lowe is focuses on tackling. If you look at how a elite level centre half like a Ethan Pinnock plays, he plays mostly on using his brain to anticipate and position himself. Say, okay, I asked the ball I go drop, or this the defense the forward I go do, or whatever, and anticipate the tackle. Go for the ball and the timing of your foot to catch a ball without catching man. Now any man can see a ball a forward and just tear down everything, just swinging foot, ball, man, grass, dirt, the chart them up on the field, everything scrape. Any man can do that. But the greatness of a defender, a centre half, is in his timing of his tackles, that are number one. Is in anticipation, that is number two. Cannavaro, Materazzi, them man wasn't the greatest tacklers, but they were great at anticipating what you're gonna do. So that takes intelligence. You understand? Same thing when you're a striker. Look at if nobody ever watched like how Haaland move. And Haaland is a tapping genius. Why he move like that? This man is like 7 foot tall, bro, and the man can find him way in a certain space where the ball, he doesn't know where the ball is gonna drop. We have a player we have that similar ability there. So it's just that ability, that innate ability that you have to anticipate where the ball is gonna drop and where the forward is gonna do. The other forward, they love dribble on the left side, so I got black off the right side so that he can go up on the left side and can take out the ball from him. So all of them look at something here is just brain work. Now, where I think Lowe is lacking is in that aspect of the game. In timing and tackle them is atrocious, right? Aggression is okay because in most defensive units you find that you have one centre half who is more aggressive than the other. One is more silky and the other one is more aggressive in terms of stepping out and making them tackles there. So nothing wrong with that. In our system, in Jamaica system, Lowe is that person to step out and stop the attack a little bit up the field more than where Pinnock could have, right? So we're not an issue with that. But we are talking about the intelligence to anticipate what the forward is gonna do, where the ball is gonna drop. Them look a small something there where people might overlook. Because them things said being a good centre half is being the best tackler. Virgil van Dijk is not the best tackler. Him just anticipate where the ball will go and work on an interception. Anticipate where I go do, and as you do it, so I'm done read it already, so I'm done know so that I go do, so I'm take out the ball from him. So these are the things that make the great centre halves great. So when we're referring to Pepe, who is a great centre half, I mean, I feel like Rudiger would be considered as a great centre half in my opinion, but I think Pepe is a great centre half. And Ramos is definitely a great centre half. When you look at these players, it's not just the red cards and the yellow cards that give the full detail of their career. during games, if you watch these players during games, they have bad record. Ramos is extremely aggressive. But if you watch during games, his ability to take with the ball from a defender without fouling him is right up there with the top level, and that is what I think Lowe lacks. In have the ability on a regular basis to take with the ball from the attacker without fouling him. So that's I think his weaknesses, and he's at a level now, at an age now where he's at the latter stages of his career. He should have learned this from 21, 22, 23, 24, and then him use him experience. So to when him got through in peak years, then him use him experience to bring him through the peak years. And chances are we'll be playing at an elite level because he's not the most horrible defender in CONCACAF, but him definitely wild like oats. So that is his issue. I don't like the tag of walking red card, because I don't think he's that kind of player. I don't think he's this walking red card as some people want to allude to. Me never buy into that. Me never ever refer to the baller as that ever in my life, because I don't think he's a walking red card.
Yeah, but could you not see what people trying to explain? Like he's always on the edge, because everything you explain, I'm inability to actually do a part of a defensive job, to make you a cut above your level that you are.
But what I'm saying to you, JD, is not a cut above. If he was a cut above, he would have played this trade in a top 5 league. But by now, he's not a cut above. So let's lower expectations and know so the baller is good in the international level. He's okay. He's not the worst defender in CONCACAF. Definitely not. So we have to give him some credit on that level. He's in his 30s now. So he's on as I said, the latter stages of his career. And me no buy the narrative where say him is a walking red card. Me just no buy it. Me just feel like he's an aggressive defender. Me feel like him just didn't learn how to take with the ball effectively without fouling the player enough. You understand? Red card and yellow card are part of centre half game, bro. You know what I mean? But the thing is that what you do when you're not getting a yellow card and when you're not getting a red card, that is the extremely important thing to me, because to win the ball, because enough of the time that recently, the game that we won recently, I win the ball without fouling the player. So if he had done that for me, as I said, he was 23, 24 years old, learn how to win the ball without fouling the player. I saw them judge centre half, take with the ball from the man without fouling. Mm-hmm. That shows you how good of a defender. If a man look on a defender and assess him, he might look on him ability to win the ball without fouling the player, without being penalized for winning the ball. Win the ball cleanly and take for yourself. Not for the man who can win the ball and pass it off, make a brilliant pass. Not for the man who just win the ball, pass it to somebody in front of them, and just go back in them position. So I think his problem is that. And the thing that you mentioned about the recovery pace, I think that is something that he's dependent on. So he's not mostly concentrating on being in the right place at the right time. He's mostly concentrating on just there somewhere, and just in case me at the wrong position, we can run back fast enough to get in at the right place where we should be. So he's like 2-3 seconds off where he should be. So you find elite level players, they can make their decision making at a faster pace. So if me have to decide in a less than a second in order to go into action. That don't mean that I'm worse, that just means that I'm slower. So he's slower in reaction to where he should be positionally. And that is why I'm always get caught out 90% of the time, because I'm always at the wrong place where I'm supposed to do, I'm not there. You understand? Where I'm the aggressive and wild to, Deshaun Bernard. But I think Deshaun Bernard is a better centre than Lowe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because positionally wise, I think he's a little better.
You can take a question on what you just said.
Boy, we open a can of worms. Let me just clear it up first. So guys, the definition for walking red card, Jason said, what is the definition of walking red card? It was just very simple, Jason Ferran, and I think it's just a person that toes the line of getting sent off every time you're watching them. Because remember, it's coming from a fan perspective, And if the player gives you that vibe, yeah, I could understand people saying that. So I said I understood it, because every time he's on a yellow card, it seems like he could be sent off at any minute. I can see Ethan Pinnock on a yellow card, and I don't expect him to get sent off for the next rest of the game, because he don't give you that. If I see Rudiger on a yellow card, a man say, yo, me I go press him, because I can send him off. Me see Damion Lowe on a yellow card, and people press him, attack him side because they want him to get sent off. That means people expect you to make rash decisions. And Every one of the Damian Lowe fans can attest to that, even himself. So those are the things that I think make people stand up and say he's a walking red card, because he's always on the line to get sent off. And I think that it makes sense, but I understand other people's side. I understand it. But I'm just saying, at the rate that he collects yellow card, it's over the top. That is true. And how easily it can turn into a red card, that is also true, because the fact says it. So we can't argue and make up a next story around it. You understand? Because we go for the wireless man them, and the wireless man them nah do the numbers we do. Even a double amount of games. So it does prove that it have some legs, but obviously we figure out it's a word that agitate the player. It's a word that agitate the player. So we not use the walking red card. So he's a rush player. He's a rush player then. Let me put it there. And I think him himself would have to say that. If I see him deny that now, something we have the same delusional then. If him deny that, we have the same delusional. Because no care what we go for try support him. It just make up the conversation to say that what people say about him is actually genuine, So what we use then, we use a different word then, he's a rush player. He's a rush player. Simple. He's a rush player. And it can turn into red card. So you have to always watch the player.
Think he's rush.
You have to always watch the player. If he can't agree to that, boy, I don't know how to help him. If he can't agree to that, I don't know how to help him then. If him disagree,
he's a rush player, but he's supposed to know that, JD. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that narrative is very important, and context. Damian Lowe has consistently been one of Jamaica's best defenders over the years. He has been partnered with every coach that has come in as partnered him with one of the big guns. Them, be it Rupert, or be it Wes Morgan, or any one of them, Mariapa, any one of them. He's always been paired with them. So there's something there, but it's just that he's good at what he does, but he's rash. You know what I mean? So I can agree that he's being rash. But I'm say J Rush, big up yourself. I say somebody nice says crystal policy approach him. Any man can say anything. I'm not talking about what could have been. I'm talking about what was or what is. Damian Lowe has never applied this trait in a top 5 league yet. You understand? So that is fact, man.
All right. So the war gets steamy. Pastor, hold on. Let me bring in the next person. I don't know who is it down here. Let me click on it to get the name. R, please go ahead and give your take on the situation if you want to. You're in the Discord and in the discussion. The R name, yes, go ahead. I don't know who is this?
Yeah,
R, go ahead, big boss.
Alright, so
Oh, right. Oh, it is Roy, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Roy. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so the only thing that you really want to comment on, I know I stretch out that I realize that people get sick. But the only thing more that comment on when it comes to the interview was when you picked up a team a certain way. His reason for picking the team that way was because other people wouldn't put him in the team. My response to that would be, so are you picking a team based off wanting to win, or are you just picking a team because you feel like the people would not pick you? Because at the end of the day, everybody would agree when picking a national team, the people in charge of picking teams would be picking the team picking the best team in order to win or reach far in a tournament instead of going to the tournament and embarrassing ourselves. So the reason why I picked that out is because I'm starting to think maybe Jamaica as a whole don't really want to go anywhere. As long as they can pick a team and play in a tournament, everything is fine. They don't care about winning anything. So that's the point where I wanted to point out. And then if that's the way you think, what's your true feeling when it comes to other players coming from the diaspora in the team? Because it's stir up a whole pot when you start talking about things the way you do, are saying you're gonna pick a team mainly because so them not gonna pick it. So you're gonna pick
So
a team and pick team great.
yeah, I think let me have that conversation. This is the last conversation we're gonna have, and people agreeing that if Damian Lowe wasn't as rushed, we would make it. That is definitely true. That is definitely true, but that was down to the last leg. Before in the 80 game, he cost us the 80 game as well because he was being rushed. So maybe we could still say if Damian Lowe was not a rush player, maybe we would have made it before these games. You understand me? You know, maybe we would have made it before these games. You get me? And maybe we could have avoided. We could have even avoided it because we could have had more points than the next leg, the next team, Jason. We could have had more points than Panama, right? And we could have avoided who will play at the start, right? Now, so it go. So with we losing the 80 game, so he cost us to play. He cost us to play Canada in the first place. If we are gonna be honest to ourselves, so let we not look at the small fine print them. Not look at the fine. Gmail says Pepe have 100 red cards and him a big no Gmails. Pepe don't have 100 red cards. He has way more than he has 15 red cards. 15 red cards. Gmails. That's a lot of red cards, you know. 15 red cards is a lot of red cards, you know. So he has 15 red cards. So we are not wrong. We have the stats here, and it is correct. It is correct, man. You know. Yes, so sorry about that. But the point that Roy brought up, good point, Roy. So guys, you don't feel a way, that he did it that way because of what he said after, as to Jason said he's okay with him because he talks direct as how he feels, and he said these guys wouldn't have picked him. So why he thinks people wouldn't have picked him? Is it that he doesn't?
And to be honest, you know, the chat was actually saying. You put in what was it? Oh, you put in Taxi at left back over Kai Wagner, who is like a very good left back for Philadelphia, right? And he said when them man them making their team, them now go put me. So it wasn't that comment was not in reference to like players who play for Jamaica that not born in Jamaica, you know. It was about like club teammates. So I don't want the narrative get moved over to overseas Jamaicans or overseas born Jamaicans and local born Jamaicans. It was about like club teammates.
So when him club teammates him a pick a team, them not gonna pick him. That's what he meant.
That's what he was saying. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said.
In a Jamaica space.
That's what he said. Because the man because he was reacting to the comment about Kai Wagner over Alvas.
Thanks. Okay. I will go back to make sure I can check it because it seems like Rai heard it different. Yes, I never had that because so you see guys, I'm avoiding controversial topics, you know. I had never had that on my paper, you know. It is Jason and Roy, you know, brought this to the stream, you know. So you see that guys, I have never used it, you know. I never had anything like that, you know. You get me? Jason and Roy brought that to my attention. So I'm gonna stick to my paper because you know I always see me a fight against the local guys, which is a lie, you know, because I support Damian Lowe, talk about his game, and when nobody mentioned Damian Lowe, I am the only one build video of Damian Lowe. You say I play good. You understand? So me no know. I never me and Jason and Roy.
That is true, Danica. That is true as well because in him six-a-side team there was no Damari Gray, you know, certain players never make it. So yes, you can infer what you want, infer from that, but I say like the comment him did make was literally directly to a Philadelphia Union teammate. It wasn't about, you know, Damari Gray or anybody like that.
Okay, Jason.
But yes, the bottom line, or the end result was that, you know, the six-a-side he picked did have our local born players in it. So that, I mean, you can't go around that fact. That's a fact as well.
Yes, Brazilino. Yes, I am the only one talks about Damian Lowe game because Brazilino, I'm the only one talks about game every day. Like what the people I'm doing, watching the game, and that is my job, Brazilino. You can give me the credit for something. All right, Brazilino. Yes, you can check for yourself, you know. Yes. So I'm just defending myself as to why people keep on telling lies on me. But clearly they don't want to watch these every day. What the guys them doing? They want JFF 16.12. You know? But JFF will be on Christmas break. So, and I am going to be on Christmas break as well. So I want to see when GFF close, what we are going to talk about. How them get trouble when them close. That will be. So Brazildino, let me see what JFF are doing at the Christmas. And how them get
When
problem.
you return from your England visit, when you return from your England visit, I will open the file and what the administrators have used the break from official duties to do. Yes, JD. Because I know they're going to do some things.
Okay, my goodness.
And those are not good things.
Gmail says,
Anyway.
JD no like reggae boys. Me done see it.
Jesus.
So Gmails, why you think me like then? If you say me not like reggae boys, then why me do reggae boys content? Please educate me on why me do reggae boys content. And more you give me. No. Pass. You have to defend me. So why you say me like? What me like? And why would I do reggae boys content if me don't like it? Okay, Damian Dash says, don't think anyone should take the man 6 aside seriously. I'll do it for the likes. Okay, so I'm do it for the likes. So all that makes sense now. When my highest liked video is an Asian video, my most liked videos are Nigerian videos, Suriname videos, and also my most viewed videos as well. So how me do it for the likes when it depend on like Jamaican content view wise depend on the bottom of the food chain as to what me do. And remember the facts that you can just go up on my channels them in a Gmails and see it for yourself, you know. So when you find out that I see some facts, what me just say, it make you feel in yourself because you tell a flat out lies, you know, on me right there, you know. It make you feel in yourself. When you figure out who I am, you wouldn't just look at it and say, boy, the man just do the thing. Him support Jamaica. Him buy the things them. Him buy the things them because me spend my money on the things them and support Jamaica. And just do it because I'm a Jamaican. Sometimes me not happy. Obviously me not happy because if me buy my things them, you know, you can't bully me into me have to buy it. I'm have to pay for people for going to the stadium. I'm in a like who they on the field, or I'm in a like say them they on the field because I know them are the best because I'm in a perceive them as the best. You can't cost me for that. I can feel how I want to feel, but I still paid for the tickets them, even though I'm not really happy about it. I'm not sure you do the same thing as me. Okay, so on a lie, JD just fight the ball at them. Alright, fair enough. Alright. Chevis, I don't know. I am not going to get into that in a Chevis. Yeah, man. Boy, I don't know. The man some fight the ball at them. Alright. Gmail, I me say Ethan Pinnock, you know. I me say Michael Antonio. I me say Lati Bodier. I me say Bernard. So me say Hutchinson. So how am I fighting the ball of them? It not sound like me I send a Jamaican baller. That's a problem. Okay, so the problem no because I naturally say call the ball of them like I'm gonna get to realize all of the ball of them and Shamar Nicholson. I like Shamar Nicholson as well. You know? So every ball of you see it? Yeah, me know that you know. So the problem is because me always talk about it. I just guys, me spend my money just like Unuto. Maybe me spend more likely me spend more. So you can't tell me who for like. Me like who more like. Me still talk about all of them just the same. Me talk good about Damian Lowe. Yeah. No Jam Up TV. Me call all of my baller them Jam Up TV. Me call my baller them when me like. So why so now you go bully me now for me like the baller where uno like. You see them something that is unfair. Me still be objective. When me come here 3
Jody,
weeks in a row, me there I said,
no
Liam
good.
Bailey playing best game them every day. Me video they you know. And none of you say, boy, John O. JD really objective, you know. Cause look at the man talk about Liam Bailey and Liam Bailey score a goal or nothing. And look at the man talk good about Liam Bailey. We come watch the games them.
JD, no good will come of you defending yourself. No matter how much truth you talk, in defending yourself, no good will come of it. A king is without honor only in his own yard.
Boy,
You,
wicked.
if you defend yourself, no good will come of it. Not even Jesus managed to defend himself and got good out of it.
Alright,
So do not try it, JD.
let me explain. Let me explain, people, guys. Let me explain. The reason why I maybe got so closer to these guys from England was because most people, when I just came here, and when last buy ticket for a person to go a match, Travis, every time I do it, every game when I do it for a match, may not buy a ticket. Every game, Travis, every game, it start from 50 tickets, go down to as low as 3 tickets. The lowest amount of tickets I've ever bought for games in the last 4 years is 3, and the maximum is 50. So Travis, you know that for a fact. So nobody play with me. Because even my seminar do it, you have some man who call me and say them want ticket, and me not for make people bully me and can me out. And me still give them the money for buy the ticket. You get me? Me still give them the money for buy the ticket or buy them off of my credit card directly. But through the problem with my things that me shut down, I said I'm just gonna physically give people money. Alright? And if them people be honest, man like me not go call the name because me no want, you know, because but maybe I have to start calling name because a lot of man me not always give him ticket for go every match. Man in a space. In and me chat every day. Me not give them money every time. What you talking about, man?
Don't let them push
every
you.
game.
Don't let them push you to that.
I'm not asking people for money for buy ticket. Every game, me physical money, me take up and buy ticket. Every game. So me no know how people tell me about what more put. Travis not ramp with me, man. But
don't let them push you to identify persons. Those persons whom you assist will come to your defense. You don't need to defend yourself. Don't let nobody push you to identify nobody whom you support. Because these same persons who would seek to push you to do that, when them friend and misappropriate, embezzle, and a malign, then I question them.
Yeah, man, but the war, me not war them. Them some beat the player them. Me just say try reason.
Never mind. Me like I said something, but never mind.
Yeah, man, me never beat the player them people, but me watch the games them, man. I think that what my channel was made of is just to come and give a report. Tactical manager can just report on him American players them, and nobody in that chat said, yo, tactical go. Yeah, waste man left the country alone.
different culture, JD. We're different people.
Okay. So Juras in our culture we can't talk the truth in our culture. Then we just pit and powder everybody and just lie, blatant lie. That's what you tell me, Juras.
I mean, we know other than everybody having different perspectives, that's a big thing in our culture where we're not honest with ourselves a lot of the time. So it is a part of us, unfortunately.
Not mischaracterize me and mix me up in a no bungle. Don't use no we. I am on this platform and I am objective.
What are you talking about?
The statement you just made, we are not. And no, please do not bungle me.
What are you talking about? I'm addressing what. Hold on. I'm addressing what JD said in terms of how our culture is. I wasn't addressing you specifically. So
no, when you say we, when you say we, please.
If it doesn't apply to you,
Pastor, Jesus, God, Pastor, why, Pastor, what is wrong with you? Juras don't want to debate you. Juras are speaking mind, let man speaking mind. Pastor, I got done the show, you know. Hey, Travis, you never asked for a ticket, Travis. One man me know say always ask me for a ticket. I mean, the man in a problem. For me call him name. No, you know, Travis, you never ask for a ticket. Me not going to war with you. You never ask for a ticket. You always say I got match them. Then you say I have work. Alright? You say I have work. So you're lied. You never ask for a ticket. And you see me there so I give you tickets over and over. You see me there so I fund things over and over. So you can't come here and war with me for $1,000 ticket. $1,000 tickets, you know. When you see me there, so and do things 70 times, 80 times more than the $1,000 ticket. So, me don't need to get a receipt. My receipt, me not my channel to get a receipt. So, me don't even argue with the Travis. Go back to the video, them there. Yes, Juras, finish your point. And Pastor, finish your point, Juras, and then we give everyone them the final point, and then we leave it alone. Because Pastor get too mad. John O. JD, you always bring Pastor.
Pastor is not listening to what I'm saying, so I want him to
no, Juras, the time that they're Juras, the time that they're, so you take your time for say a final point.
My time to him.
Yes,
my time to him. Maybe I'm not.
No, Pastor, Juras, don't give him time. Juras, don't take him time. Don't take it time. Juras, say what you say. Don't give him the time. Me no want him get more time. The people don't want him get more time. The people don't want to get no more time, Juras. Say man, you can make Pastor Bully off of the show. So what you say?
As you were saying, JD, that we're our culture is different from America's culture in terms of you were comparing. You know, you were saying on tactical managers platform, they don't curse and behave over there. We're just a different set of people, and I don't think that's a bad thing per se. You know, we're more strong-willed, and we more so stick to our opinion than, you know, letting people convince us a certain way. So sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but at the end of the day, that's us. Myself, I may fall in that category. You, JD, may fall in that category sometimes, not all the time, but that's what it is. Touching on the last part and when I came on the show in terms of Lowe being a walking red card, as Jamaican Guna say, I don't agree with that per se. And as we change the term and say he's a rash player, and I can more lean towards that. But again, that's in my opinion, that's what makes him special somewhat. We may say, okay, he's not a top level player, he's not playing in the top 5 league. No, but I've seen a lot of games, even before we got the newest crop of players now, where if Damion Lowe is not playing in that game for us, is a great chance that we're going to lose, right? So other than me being biased in terms of my view towards him, he's a player with merit. Yeah, there's things every player that can work on, but what makes him, he's an aggressive player, but what makes things look a lot worse, as I said before, and Jamaican Guna echoed the same thing, and Jason, is that he's often out of position. So with him being out of position, his recovery skills, that's something that he's fast, he's pacey, and he doesn't tackle very well when he does recover. So with that being said, that's why we may look at him as being a rash player, right? So that's all I have to say.
All right, Travis, of course, about say more on them ticket them. Travis is wicked, man. And so let me make Pastor, you can't. Jason, give your final point. I thought your final point was your final point, but this is not. You have a new final point now. And then the remix final point. Give your final point. Guys, smash the like button to get the likes up on the video. Subscribe to the channel because we're still 800 short of the 10,000. And we claim to sound support people. But we don't support nobody. We love war. That's on the problem. Alright. Yes, go ahead, Jason. And then we can bring in the rest of the guys them. Jason, we call Jason them 3 times. So Jason unmute. So yeah, go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, so for the final point, to just say, big up everybody. And yeah, this debate, this whole walking red card debate, it's a tough one because the word red card in it, and so people are gonna say, boy, don't get many red cards and things. But you know, when it's explained the way it was explained, it makes perfect sense because if someone is on a yellow card for a third of his games, and having to play the rest of his game with the style that he has on that yellow card, it is going to be difficult, right? And there's going to be certain plays in the game where he won't be able to have the same aggression because he knows he's on that yellow card. And how many times has that costed his team? So there's a lot of things you have to look at. The walk-in red card is tough because if a player play how many 225 games and have 6 red cards, it was JD
Around that, yeah.
7, yeah.
Yeah, it's there. The people will watch the
that's
video back and cuss me under the chat. You wanna put me in a cussing video. Me never read the comments them, Me just go England and just avoid the comments. Me not even do nothing. Me just leave them. Because then just set me up. Do a good video and then just mash up my video.
Don't worry, people. JD will respond to your comments.
I'm not responding to none of these Damian Lowe argument. Because I explain it very properly. I will put the facts on the screen. But people say that never explain that out. Him rush.
Yeah, but
we change the sentence.
The walking red card part. If a man wants to say, boy, the walking red card is harsh, me can't really disagree with him saying it's harsh to say that, based on the number of actual red cards. But if someone want to call him that and then explain it in the context of why and how we would have come to that conclusion, then I think it is understandable. But me will just leave it as he's an aggressive rush player, and sometimes he make decisions that he don't need to make in the moment. But at the same time, if we're going to be honest and objective, there are times when his aggression and that style of play does suit him. So, you have to take the good with the bad with players, and I think that's what you have to do with Damian Lowe.
All right. Well said. All right. Because we have been backed up in a corner. We can't speak our mind. We're Jamaicans, Yes. We have to, grind down our balls, That might sound away still, but we have to grind down our balls, make our balls a little bit smaller, In Jamaica, or else we're not gonna get on with nobody, Yes.
That comment is solely JD's comment. I have nothing to do with that. I don't know what he's talking about.
Just checking in. Always 1 red card in 59 games, bad. Nitro, I wait a check. What you were checking, Nitro? Nitro, let's stop Nitro. The facts is there. Just go there and look for yourself. We're not gonna argue because Damian Lowe have a lot of fans, and we can't talk, See, man, I'ma why me? Cause we have to file on our balls, Yes. So we can't talk. It means we can't talk the truth. That's what we're saying. It means we can't talk the truth. That's what we're trying to say. Yes.
For he knows not what he do.
let me bring in Jamaican Joe. Jamaican Guna, go ahead. Cause we're finishing the show,
Yeah. All right. So the ball's argument there. All right.
Forgive them, Lord, for they have sinned.
So they don't answer still at the Mason Greenwood thing we don't want to talk about from Shirley, isn't it?
Okay.
I never did get to touch on that subject. I'm tell you, I couldn't hear clearly. It's kind of low. If Mason Greenwood forward at Jamaica, we're attack down on 40%, but we still gonna need a midfield. You see me? So he's forwarding to be a part of the attack. Yeah, it's great. He's gonna be probably the best forward technically that they come in. The age where forward that as well. If he forward and we cap him and thing moving forward for the next 8 years, he could be a player representing for us and doing well. Ability wise, he's right up there. He's super talented. So if him choose Jamaica, England I call him back. You understand? Him can take him mind after that. If him choose Jamaica, he'll be in a good place, We respect him, show him well forward the dog, make the dog forward and feel at home. And you know what I mean? Give him hopefully the dog just forward and just endear himself similar to what Demar Gray did to the fan base. And yeah man, so he'll be a welcome addition, but we still gonna need him. So if we have the best forward in the world, nobody pass the ball in front accurately and thing, we still gonna depend on individual brilliance to carry us through, and I think we need to slowly, it's not going overnight, but slowly we need to move away from that. We need to, more of a team effort, because player-wise, we may have probably one of the best squads in CONCACAF, maybe the second or the third, maybe the third or so, best squads in CONCACAF, but we're not with team-wise with the more FIFA or so. Another point that I wanted to bring up, JD, was, as I said, this narrative about the walking red card. As I said, I agree with that, and we already discussed that already. I don't think he's a walking red card. I just think he's a rash player, and he's done great service for Jamaica, and I appreciate the footballer. I don't have any issue with him. He has not represented at a top 5 league, but for the Jamaica national team, he has performed admirably. And as I say, for multiple years from my local youth, as a matter of fact, one at a time when we never have no good centre for Damion Lowe forward in and save Jamaica. You know what I mean? So we not be ungrateful to the baller, but the baller, you know, is not, we wouldn't consider him an elite level centre, but he does very, very well for Jamaica when he represents and he goes on the field and he puts out his heart out there. And that is something that is commendable. So I don't want nobody feel like him can style the ball and undermine the baller. You know what I mean? The baller has done great for Jamaica. He has not represented at a top 5 league at club level. Bailey has represented at a top 5 league at club level, and he's nowhere compared to Damion Lowe when it relates to performance for Jamaica. And many times Damion Lowe has bailed us out with some tremendous tackles, as he did recently when he came on and played. When he moved up to central defensive against Canada. So we have to be appreciative of these moments, and know what contribution the ball has made for our national team, right? So I just want to get that out there on a level. But moving forward, though, you know, I just want to take the opportunity to, you know, I wish all our people them a happy holidays. Who celebrate Kwanzaa, who celebrate Christmas, who celebrate whatever it may be. Hanukkah, one of them. You know, this season here, this festive season, just be safe out there. Watch out for your teeth in board, man. Big up on yourself and big up on the family. Yeah.
All right. Respect for that. All right, respect for that. Roy, you had said the final piece, so Roy said his final piece. Yeah, but guys, I've just said, oh my God, I'm not going to use the word again. I'm very sorry because I know people still complaining and Jamaican Guna was actually talking. So you guys are not listening to anything that Jamaica Guna said? My God. Oh Lord. All I was just trying to explain is I've realized that our culture is still stuck into we can't talk the truth. And maybe because I'm outside and getting taught a lot more things to maybe open up and to approach things different. And I speak more direct and it's offensive. So I'm very sorry. All right, I'm very sorry. My fault right there. All right, yeah, man. So go ahead, Pastor, say final piece, and then that's about it. Then we will try get the next video in before before I do go away, which is Boxing Day. Go ahead, Pastor.
Have to respect an individual's position on any subject matter relating to their preference in stating or referring to that subject matter. So I hope Jamaican Guna don't take issue with me taking issue with his different personal view. He stated that he has never used it in reference to Damion Lowe. But the fact that whether you use it or not use it does not change it from being a truthful characterization is where I would pin my position on. I have been in the Jamaica football fan base space for a while, and I remember our most celebrated coach not playing the father of Damion Lowe against Argentina because Anandi was seen as an aggressive player. And the coach's assessment was that Argentina, being a team of professional, highly educated players, they would have treated Anandi Lowe in a way that would force the referee to evict him from the game. The same coach then said that was a mistake on his part. He should have trusted the player to be professional enough. And the value of that player against Argentina would have reduced, if not eradicated, the beating that we got in the World Cup 98. I've said that to say this. Even if you do not like the term walking red card, of the players for whom you reported JD, Damian Lowe has the highest percentage of yellow cards, despite having the lowest number of games played. Damian Lowe is also within the same age group or older than some of the players that you forecast, that you presented the information for. So, on pure numbers, one player yellow card ratio is 19.6%. Another one is 29%. Damian Lowe is 33.4, was it? 33.4%. So if you're going to say these players are the top walking red cards, you are incorrect, because Damian Lowe by percentage points is 4 or more percentage points higher than the highest one. Damian Lowe should take constructive criticism and make himself a better man. When Simoes did not play Onandi against Argentina, Damian can go ask him daddy. He cried in France because he wanted to play against Argentina, and he did not subscribe to what the coach's assessment of him was. He wouldn't, in his mind, he would not have got not even a yellow card against Argentina. To use Jamaican Gooner's assessment of Damian Lowe, Damian Lowe's style of play is primarily responsible for him getting most of the yellow cards that he has gotten, because he is more reliant on his recovery speed. He literally is not so focused or concerned about being in the right position all the time. And that predisposes him to get the amount of yellow cards he has gotten. Anybody that plays rash enough to attract the referee's interest in a game is more inclined to get a card than those who do not. So Damian Lowe, having the highest percentage card per game ratio, is a walking red card. I don't love that, and that is in no way suggesting that I do not value and appreciate what Damian Lowe has done for the national team. He has been a very good custodian, and despite his limitations, he's one of the players that plays with his heart on his sleeve. Kudos to the man.
All right, so that is Pastor, guys. So that's it, because I have some things to do. So I will try and get as much information in. Once you have 3-4 topics, we can come back and chop it up. You know, we don't just turn up here because we have to turn up here. Yeah, so, but we're going to always keep you in the loop. We post things, and if we're not doing any video, we'll post things, Happy New Year, happy this, happy that, you know, but we will try our best to come live and stuff. But if we don't come live with 3 hour videos, hopefully, hopefully you guys understand, you know. Yes, because we always try to keep it as real as possible for you, and we don't take your viewership for granted, so that we don't try to common out to ourselves. We try to make sure when we have the information, we come and we have a discussion on it. So let's see if we can get one more in before the Christmas finishes, and then maybe one more after that for the new year. But then the one after Christmas will be short, because 3 hours a lot of time, Mirak says, JD out here allowing Pastor to be a hypocrite. Mirak, we're gonna fight. Next time we're gonna put up, is Pastor a hypocrite? And then you come on, Mirak. So the next stream, we're gonna put it in it as well. Oh Lord. So guys, thanks everyone that passed through. Who hit the like button and who will hit the like button, who will subscribe and everything. Take care and have a nice one. Bye bye.